Welcome back, everybody, to Dawncaster, the Eclipse expansion. Awesome. It's absolutely amazing. This is part 4 in the series. So if you haven't been here on Sundays, check out the playlist. These are all going to be on my Eclipse, my Dawncaster Eclipse expansion playlist. It's a brand new playlist, and it's going to have all the new cards while we kind of discover this 500 plus new bonanza deck of cards. It's just absolutely redonkulous. Big shout out to Rick Vander Wild, the developer of Dawncaster, who's done a magnificent job of adding new sounds, new soundtracks, new story, new cards, new effects, just beautiful stuff. And it's been extremely fun. So I've done about 2 to 3 episodes of Easy Grind because most of my Dawncaster stuff is early in the morning. That's when I usually am just ready to play it. And so you might have had 2 or 3 episodes of Easy Grind here on Sunday. So Easy Grind can kind of be anything I do on the channel. So it kind of appears on Easy Grind. It's a little bit more mellow. There aren't any of my noise makers, and for the most part, it's designed to kind of lull you to sleep, you know, ASMR kind of thing, and just designed to give you lower commentary so that you can relax and enjoy yourself. Today is a regular episode, so the creatures of night have fallen asleep and the heroes of dawn have risen. It is your turn, Dawncaster, to again walk the realm of the living and to defeat the armies rising out of Umbras. It is your turn, Dawncaster. So yes, it is our turn here on Sunday. This is part 4. Again, we're playing Words of Power, and we're going to pick up exactly where we left off from part 3. So I just want to get as much of the weekly trial in. It's a good source of fate shards. It's a good strategy, kind of roguelike, because every weekly trial is like a new kind of game. That's what makes Dawncaster so absolutely amazing. Every weekly trial is a way to test your skills, to learn how to use different cards, to have a lot of fun. So if you don't know what I did, go back to part 3. I did some really cool super tips on how to play the Cursed Puzzle Box. So if you don't know about the Cursed Puzzle Box, you are totally missing out on a absolutely, where's my sound, cha-ching level card. Cursed Puzzle Box is sick. I'm not going to tell you about it here. You're going to have to go back and watch part 3. So again, it's on its own separate playlist, and it should appear on the Easy Grind playlist once I figure out why YouTube's not letting me put it on that playlist. So, you know, sometimes YouTube gets a little weird. I try to do everything the same, but again, you know, there are some complications sometimes. So sometimes I have to refresh my playlist and then they start working again. So sometimes if I edit the description and I do some things in YT Studio, then my playlist is like, oh, we work again, yay. So yeah, I have to do it like that. But thank you very much for coming here. It is a Wednesday morning, and yes, I'm playing hooky from my doctor's appointment. I know, I need to go to my doctor's appointments, I know. But I just did not feel like sitting around in, you know, my doctor's appointment today, so I rescheduled it. So they pushed it all the way back to October. I'm like, oh Lord, that's a long way from now. So October, I'll be going to an appointment. I also have a really fun event that I want to go to here in Discovery Park in Sacramento. It's Oktoberfest, so I actually really want to go. I just try to find some friends here in town who want to go. maybe some friends out of town who might want to go. So I'll let you all know more about it. And The coverage of me going to Oktoberfest will be on my revamped, first time you're hearing it, I'll be revamping my first channel into more of a visual, not visual, it's exactly the wrong word, more of an auditory experience, where it's a blog, but it's auditory blog. So I'll get into more of it later. I'll be doing a whole set of, I'll be talking to all of you about it. I'm going to be redoing the whole channel. I just don't see the point of starting another whole channel when I do all my gaming here on Game Double Tap. But yeah, I'm thinking about revamping the whole experience on game. So it's going to be a whole channel relaunch. We're going to have celebrities. We're going to have champagne. It's going to be caviar. All the works, you know? Wink, wink.
Your score of 3,445 has been submitted. Cancel. Confirmed.
We're going to be
Confirmed.
collecting our
Defeat.
score from part 3, and
Process
then we're going to go ahead and
100.
play the Crooked
Damage
Wand
rank
build
11,
again.
100.
This time from the beginning.
Versatility rank 3, 11, 250.
Let's see how much points we got. Sorry about that. I had a quick call. So let's again, because I forgot
Versatility
where we
rank
left
3.
off.
Damage. Bosses
Let's
defeated
go
1.
ahead
Defeat.
and go over
Defeat.
again what
Bosses
points you
defeated 1.
received.
100.
This is right after part 3. And then I'll talk briefly about why you get more points during the weekly trial. So whenever you defeat a boss, you get bonus points, and as you can hear, it tells you
Damage rank
exactly
11, 100.
what the criteria is for the bonus points, and then how you get them is how many points you receive is the next value, and it's delineated quite well. Okay, damage rank is how your damage was ranked. So the higher your if your damage is
Versatility rank 3, 11, 250.
the lowest number is 1, that means you were the top damage rank, then you're given points for how well you did. And so in that case, I got bonus points for having a high damage rank. Maybe, you know what? I don't know, because it feels different on each one. So versatility, I got rank 3, but I got more points for that one.
Wealth
So
rank 2,
maybe
207,
versatility is something you get more points for. And so I don't know if there's a rank 2 or 1. So we'll double check that later. Fact check me if you'd like.
Malignance level 30%, 195.
Okay, so wealth rank, that's how much money you have. I don't know if you get more points for not spending your money, but we'll have to experiment with that. So I got bonus points for wealth rank.
Daily
So
X2,
malignance
X2.
ranking is important, and that gets you points. So
Time
the
16
more
hours, 3
malignance
minutes, and
ratings,
41
the more
seconds.
bonus points. So we got 195 bonus points on that one.
Total score 845.
Our fate shards were double. That's
Status
just one of the
gained
effects
16.
that the game does. So we got bonus points for that. That is how long you played. So your total runtime.
Continue.
And that's
Continue.
my total score.
New game.
And we got 16 fate shards, which is really good because sometimes I only get 7. So again, if you follow the game's objectives, you'll get more fate shards.
Visit our store. Rewards and progression.
Let's continue.
Bounties. Leaderboards. Run history and the weekly challenge. Return to menu.
All right.
Open side menu.
Let's
Weekly
go
trial.
try to do this
Weekly
one
trial.
more time.
Weekly trial.
I think we only have
Archives.
one more day
Start weekly
left
challenge.
on Words
Words
of Power.
The pen is mightier than the sword, especially when that pen is used to author words of power. Ellipsis. Starting setup.
Yep, we still got one more. We still
Class,
got a Words of
Arcanist.
Power, so this is really cool.
Starting card. Witching hour.
All right, so this is
Weapon,
the
Crooked Wand.
weekly trial.
Weapon
And here's
power.
our starting
Familiar
setup.
weapon. Minimum game version.
Witching Hour is our
1.14.00.
starting card, which is basically your main power card.
Previous. 1 of 2 setup.
Crooked Wand is your basic attack. And Familiar Weapon is your superpower.
Next.
That's the version you have to be updated to utilize it.
Start challenge.
And this is the first of 2
Next
setups.
portrait.
Sometimes there can be up to 4 different setups for a weekly trial. It depends. All right, let's go ahead and get this one started because I'm really having a lot of fun with the Crooked Wand. All right, you select your portraits. Now you're able to unlock more portraits. I don't know how you do it. I'm sure you unlock these portraits by spending your fate shards through other classes. Again, I'm still trying to figure out why portraits are so expensive because they don't mean that much to me. Though the good thing is the developers made sure they're all fully described, which is fantastic, which is really sweet.
Impossible. Close run start panel.
But yeah, you have to spend a lot of fate shards to unlock portraits. You can select your challenge.
Previous starting area. Next starting area. Malignancies percentage 30%.
Heroes Rest Cemetery is gonna be hard. Again, we're gonna take a lot of damage there, but the rewards are really sweet. I love digging in those graves.
Randomize affixes. Start game.
I do believe you can select your own starting area. I just let it be random because it makes me better at playing the game. I prefer to have my challenges random because then I am ready for whatever comes my way.
Heroes Rest Cemetery along Hangman's Road lies the foreboding cemetery known as Heroes Rest.
All right,
a place no man or woman visits out of their own volition and a true testament to the encroaching darkness emanating from the battlefield.
So we are ready.
Heroes Rest Cemetery along Hangman's Road lies the long way around. 5 periods. Survive the journey and find your way to Brykendall to join the militia. The long way around. 5 periods. Survive the journey and find your way to Brykendall to join the militia. Heroes Rest. The old wooden wheels creak as the carriage comes to an abrupt halt. The driver lets the worn reins slide from his fingers while the horses whinny their tired reply. Continue. Driver, this is as far as I'll take ye. Stranger, the carriage driver says through crooked teeth. We stay away from the cemetery. Legends speak of the Pale Warden, a necromancer who despises the living. The dead there don't sleep soundly enough for my liking. The dead? Driver, the dead. The driver repeats grimly, turning his attention to the crumbling stone and wrought iron graveyard gate. Beyond, rows of tombstones stand silently in various states of disrepair. Continue. Driver, it may look quiet now, but I've seen it come to life if you'll pardon the expression. Shambling corpses, whispers just beyond your ear's reach. The old man narrows his eyes, deepening the creases in his weathered face. Continue. Driver, this ain't no resting place. Arcanist. If anything, it reminds me of a prison, and I've seen enough of those to know the difference. The Gilded Summons? Driver, the driver meets your eyes and says, it's not for me to say, Ellipsis, but this whole Gilded Summons business sounds like foolishness to me. We shouldn't go poking demons just because some fickle god tells us to. Let them fight their own battles, I say. Where do I go? Driver, it ain't far, friend. Just through those gates you'll find Brykendall. I suppose that'll be where they expect new recruits to report in. I stay well clear of the fortress. Best to avoid confusion. Wouldn't want them mistaken me for, Ellipsis. Well, someone like yourself. I can handle myself. I can handle myself. You gain 15 gold. Driver, the driver tips his wide-brimmed hat to you. I meant no disrespect, he says. I return what's left of your fee as I couldn't take you all the way. Just watch your back, friend, or else unfriendly eyes will watch it for you. Lead. Exploration. Use weapon power familiar weapon activate to start next combat with the familiar of your choice.
Alright, so I thought I'd let you hear the story because I haven't done that in a long time. Typically, I've done all the stories for the expansion, but every now and then I like to let you all hear Samantha read the whole description of the primary encounter with the carriage driver. Alright, let's go over the cards in my deck. So you can unlock a free potion given to your character by upgrading your character in the roguelike build.
Utility.
So there's a roguelike section that you can upgrade each of the characters you play in Dawncaster. And that's very important to, you know, advancing your character through the more difficult zones. Block is good early and late if you can turn all your cards to 0 cost. Again, block means less damage. Less damage means less healing. Less damage means less campsites wasted on healing. So again, it's really up to you. But block also means you're not doing damage, you're just blocking. You're being very defensive. It's really up to you. But as a caster, as a squish, you have very little resources and you're not a healer. I do not believe there are any healers in this game. So you can heal though, but again, that's another build. So as in Arcanist, I've really never done our Arcanist build with healing, but the Arcanist does have healing.
+1.
This particular Crooked Wand deck does have a lot of healing.
So Affliction. Aim
you know,
at
it's
effects
up
such as
to
poison,
you
bleeding
if
or
you want
dazed.
to block.
Swap. This
I
card changes
typically
into a different
remove
card when
block
played.
or
Charge 1.
convert the
Steal left
card.
raise. My. Status. Potency. +1 right raise health. Improved by the potency of your afflictions. My. Status. Potency. Swap.
Excuse me. Okay, so this, by the way, thank you to the developer for doing a good job of cleaning up those items listed in the parentheses, because it was really hard to understand what VoiceOver was reading, and there were some symbols that were quite confusing, but the developer has cleaned it up, and I fully understand what things mean in parentheses now. That is so amazing. Thank you for that. That is a very big blessing for me as a player. So this card swaps. When swap occurs, this card becomes a different card with different principles and different kind of effects. So, and the value of what that card does is also listed. So, and it's going to be affected by Witching Hour. So this deck is very dependent on our power card, which is Witching Hour, which I talked about in the beginning of the video. So this is your primary weapon, basically your basic weapon. It can be upgraded at the blacksmith, it can be upgraded on special events, and it can be upgraded at shrines. You can also find one-time use cards that upgrade this. You can use the Cursed Puzzle Box to turn it into a zero-cost card, and that's what I highly suggest for this deck. We are definitely looking for Cursed Puzzle Box. Hopefully we don't get 2 of them, because it tends to keep dropping after a minute. But yeah, Cursed Puzzle Box is a great card. I talk about that in
Search of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. Search of intellect.
Not sure.
Int 1. Gain 1 potency. Increases by 1 whenever you play a cursed card.
I just don't
Cursed
remember
utility.
if we're on part 4.
Potency.
I think we are on
Affliction to
part
inflict
4.
deal extra damage equal to your potency. Close deck list. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 11.
So Witching Hour, the power card. This is the card that makes all of your afflictions stronger. And of course I didn't mention the energy cards. All of you by now who are playing this game know that there are energy cards. Intelligence,
Area
strength,
settings.
holy, dexterity,
opportunity treasure.
and
Fresh
neutral.
Opportunity treasure.
So those are
treachery
all
away.
energy cards, and they're what empower your moves in the game. All right, let's see what we got on
burns with a bright blue flame.
tap
With a
here.
4J large forge burns with a bright blue flame. Lick of the fire promising arcane rewards in return for mundane weapons.
Opportunity treasures, you want to take those as soon as you can,
Warm your hands by
because they
upgrade
do
a basic attack.
disappear.
Lead.
Ooh, very good.
Upgrade a basic attack.
This one's really good because
Crooked
this
wand
can
upgraded.
give us a
Crooked
free
wand
power
upgraded.
up to one of our
Exploration.
basic
Area
attacks.
status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb.
If you warm your hands, you'll heal yourself. Of course, we don't need that right now because we have taken no damage.
Area status. Fresh grave a rather unremarked. Campsite a brief respite. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery away. Opportunity treasure. Fallen soldier a skeleton in highly oxidized yet impressive armor sits against a nearby stone.
Upgrades
As you
to
walk
one
past,
weapon,
an
as
ivory hand
I
suddenly
do
grasps
believe.
at your weapon. Plies a hollow howl escapes from the undead's broken jaw. Ellipsis.
Ah, there it is. Part. Get that? Don't worry about this particular little event. The skeleton cannot hurt you, but if you want to get rid of one of your basic attacks, you can give him a weapon. He'll be quite happy.
Push the skeleton off.
There's probably secrets here, but I haven't discovered them yet. You can ignore him and push him off of you, and nothing will happen to you. Of course, I do believe this event can chain into a random monster attack.
Show deck. Current cards in deck. Crimson Grabber
I'm going to push him off because
Fresh
my
grave a
basic
rather
weapons are
unremarkable
very
gravestone.
important to me. All right. We can probably take on the mini boss now.
Area status. Settings.
While we have a lot of
Area
health.
status. Fresh grave a rather unremarked. Mini boss abomination a shambling monster. Crimson Grabber a suspicious figure busy digging a sizable hole.
It's going to wear down a lot of our hit points. So maybe we take on the mini boss after we get to level 2. This is a creature that gives you no rewards. This
is a Crimson Graveler is a suspicious figure busy digging a sizable hole.
Event that unlocks
Crimson Graveler is the enemy gains disturbed graves enchantment. You gain 1 bleeding stats. Enemy gains cowardice enchantment.
It does hit you really hard, so just
bleeding.
let you
Stacks
know.
1 when dealt damage.
This
Take 1
creature
additional
gives
damage
you
per stack of
nothing.
bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
I'm gonna get rid of it while we have full health.
Area status. Enemy status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area gain 1 anger for every grave you disturbed.
I'm gonna check out what his special abilities are because I never usually do, but I want to
Enemy
know.
status. Cowardice. Stacks 4 after 4 turns. This foe will run from combat, taking any potential rewards with them.
Okay, so he unlocks, he gets that bonus for disturbed graves. Of course, as you disturb graves, the enemies get
Details
angrier.
for Crimson Graveler. Health. 32 of 32 health remaining. Cards in hand. 2. Energy remaining. 0. Energy per turn. 2.
Oh,
cards in
so you have to
12.
beat him in 4 turns.
0. Description
okay,
of enemy.
I'm glad
A
I read
suspicious
that
figure busy digging a sizable hole.
So
Lifetime
he
kills.
runs.
22.
Oh, there is a kill.
Enemy name Crimson Graveler.
So,
enemy health 32.
does that mean
enemy
I've killed him
0.
22 times?
Enemy
I didn't know we even had that in this
enemy
game.
description
So,
of suspicious figure
sorry
busy
about
digging a
that.
sizable hole.
I might have told you all that I wanted
red eyes
to
visible
develop
beneath the
add
cowl.
that.
It wears
Now,
rubber
does that mean
adventurer's clothing and
I've
carries
killed
a
him or
staff,
he's killed
suggesting
me?
a magical or roguish
I don't
nature.
know.
The
So,
figure's hand holds a
again,
glowing cyan gemstone, implying mystical abilities. Its short stature and mysterious aura hint at a cunning and potentially dangerous character, possibly a dark mage or cursed explorer.
very cool. Love the descriptions in the game.
Enemy health 32.
Absolutely beautiful.
Enemy energy 0.
So it really behooves you to read the description of all monsters until you have memorized them all.
Player status.
I just think that's a really good pro tip.
Deal star 3 star damage. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. If you are
I
below
don't think
50%
we can
health.
kill him
Gain 15
in
health
4
witching hour.
turns, so he's going to
Gain 1
run.
potency. Crooked wand. Plus witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1 potency. You gain 1 potency stacks. Crooked wand. Plus 1.
We already have
wand.
our first
Crooked
bleed.
Wand. Plus player status. Bleeding. Crooked healing potion. Crooked wand. Healing potion. Crooked wand. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks.
Oh, witching hour. Let's take that right away.
Crooked wand. Plus 1. Neutral wand. Healing potion. Character end turn. Player energy. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Shovel strike. You take 3 damage. You take 1 damage. You gain 1 dazzled stacks. Shovel strike. You take 3 damage. Your dazzled stack set to 1. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Block. Neutral 1. Block. Neutral 1. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1. You gain 1 focus stacks. Block. Neutral 1. Block. Neutral 1. Crooked wand.
8.
Plus player status.
8 damage
potency.
right there.
Crooked wand. Plus 1.
And he's got
Enemy
dazzle
takes 2
on.
damage. Enemy gained 1 slow stacks. Block. Neutral. Character info. End turn. Player energy. In. 2. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character info. Enter. Player energy. In. Show deck.
Let's hit him
Block.
with crooked
Neutral
wand.
1. You gain 3 armor stack. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards.
And we
Shovel
didn't get
strike.
any
You block the damage.
basic attacks.
Aim and pray. Enemy heals 5.
I'm gonna.
Your turn. End turn.
Let's just block.
Surge of intellect. Player status. Potent. Area
And
status.
see, he
Enemy
heals
status.
all the
Disturb.
damage
Press for
right
detailed
there
enemy
because he
information.
has that weird,
Settings.
really
Previously
powerful
played card.
card
Aim and pray.
that heals
Gain left raise
him
5
or
plus damage
damages
bonus.
us or
Right
even
raise health.
burns
Or deal
us.
that much damage or inflict that much
I
frozen
think
or burning.
called Aim and Pray. Let me look at it. See, frozen or burning or healing. That card is way too powerful. If I had a chance to steal this card, I would steal this card. There are cards that let you steal
player health
enemy
73.
attacks.
Show deck. Current player energy. End turn. Character. Surge of intellect.
I'd love to
Gain INT.
steal this
You
card
gain 1
because
focus
it's
stack.
super
Crooked wand.
powerful.
Plus 1. Neutral. Crooked wand. Surge of intellect. Gain I. You gain 1 focus stacks. Crooked wand. Plus crooked wand. Plus crooked wand. Player status. Potency. Stacks 1. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star 2 star damage. Crooked wand. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 burning stacks.
Oh, we got a lot of crooked wand opportunities here.
Crooked wand. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 burning
Oh, we got a
stacks.
vulnerable on him. That's good. That means he takes 10% more damage.
Character. Player status. Potency. Character info. End turn.
Oh, we got a burn on him. We're doing some work.
Character info. Enter. Player energy. Show deck. Current cards in player energy. End turn.
And we got a Birdo on him, which means he'll take a little bit more damage from melee.
Aim and pray. You gain 5 frozen stacks. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. End turn.
That wasn't very much damage though. He's gonna heal it up.
Charge player area status. Enemy status. Disturbed graves. Press for detailed enemy name Crimson Graverover. Enemy health 24. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy status. Area status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area game. Player status. Frozen. Area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy area player status. Frozen. Stacks 5. Charge wand. +1. Neutral 1.
He has
2 health.
24 health.
Neutral 1. Gain witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1. You gained 1 potency stacks. Charge wand. +2. Neutral 1. Steal 3 health. Improved by the potency of your afflictions. 2. Swap. Cursed. Magic basic attack.
And we have a frozen
Charge
on us.
Wand. +2. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 3 health.
Let's take that. Yeah, I'm trying to kill him, but I don't think I have enough.
Character in
This
charge
deck is
+1.
not very
Neutral 1.
strong.
Enemy takes 4 damage.
DPS
You heal
yet.
3 health.
Oh, cool. Well, at least we got a nice heal off to get our health back up to max. And let's do it again.
Block. Neutral 1. Block. Player status.
That's 9 damage.
Stacks to reduce
getting
damage
him
dealt by 1 for each
down
stack of
to
frozen.
roughly,
Reduced by 1. Block. Character info. End turn. Player energy.
Probably around 15 hit points. Maybe we can kill it.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Shovel strike. You take 3 damage. You gain 1
I'm
dazzle
gonna
stack.
save.
Shovel
I'm gonna
strike. You
save
take
my
3 damage.
attacks.
Your dazzled stack set to 1. Enemy takes 3 damage. Next.
I'm gonna save that energy. I don't know if I killed him. I think he got away. He ran. So I wish the music was a little different because it sounds like you killed him. The music sounds like it is that, you know, like it's melting. But no, he's run away. I'd really love to change that sound when they run to like they run away, like they've run away, or hear them running away like they're sprinting. Because you actually, I do not believe we killed him because we will get no rewards. You have to do a certain amount of damage to kill him. So they're doing the same sound when they run as if they were killed. It's still the sound that you were victorious, but you know, there's really no point. You get nothing if you don't kill them before
to start next
turns.
combat with the familiar
But let's
of your
double check. Let's see if we did get. I don't think we got a reward. I'm gonna hit next. Nope, we got nothing. So yeah, I really, I don't mean to be like making this a big deal, but I think it's helpful if you know you beat them or not, or if they ran away. I'd really love to have it say, "This enemy has fled," and well, where's our raspberry? Yeah?
Mini boss abomination, a shambling monstrosity roams the graveyard. Areas settings.
Just
area
have that happen.
Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await. Opportunity treasure. Ambush all seems clear.
Just have
Ambush all
them do
seems clear
that.
until you hear something approaching just a few steps away. Ellipsis. Fight. Enemy gains disturbed graves enchantment. You gained 1 bleeding
All right,
stack.
let's see what else we got down
Area
here.
player status. Bleeding. Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage
another
per
one.
stack.
Let's go.
Area.
Let's go.
Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy name Skullwing Moth. Enemy health 27. Enemy area player
fight. That's
player
cool.
health 73. Show deck.
I like
player energy.
fights.
End turn. Character. Charge wand. +1. Block. Neutral 1. Crooked wand. +1. Crooked wand. +2.
Okay, who we got?
Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. You gain 3 armor stats.
Oh, we got a
Crooked
moth.
wand. Charged wand. +1. Enemy takes 2 damage. You heal 1 health. Crooked wand. +2. Surge of intellect. You gained 1 focus stacks.
I usually go into a very defensive battle
A crooked wand.
versus the
Enemy takes
moth
3 damage. Enemy gained 1 weakness stacks.
because he's
End turn.
kind of annoying. Let's go. I get defensive
Character
with the
info.
moth.
End turn. Player energy. End turn. Character. Crooked wand. I don't have enough energy. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn.
Ooh, got a weakness on him,
Enemy
which
playing
means
cards.
his
You gain
damage
1 infected
is
stats.
half,
Flybot. You block
and
the
he
damage.
can't crit.
Your turn. End turn.
So the crooked moth puts bugs in your clothes or your deck, basically, which is you. So, yeah, and those bugs are basically traps, snares, something like that, and they do damage
Character
to
info.
you.
Block.
And
Neutral 1. Gain 3 hour.
yeah,
Witching hour.
there's
Hit
not
1.
much you can
Gain
do.
1 you gain 1
Don't worry
potency
about
stacks.
it.
Block.
It's going to
Neutral
do
1.
it to you
You gain 3 armor
constantly.
stacks.
So
Charge
trying
1.
to stop
+1.
it
Surge of
is
intellect.
pointless. Just
You gain 1 focus
prevent
stacks.
the damage if
Healing
you can.
potion. 1 use. Character info. End turn. Character in healing potion.
Oh, there's the
charge
witching.
wand. Enemy takes 3 damage. You heal 2 health.
Block.
Healing potion. 1 use. The player status.
Man,
Bleeding.
we gotta
Stack 1 dealt
search.
damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
Let's charge. I love charge wand. It's my favorite. And we have a healing potion. So, pro tip 2, try
Healing
to get
potion.
your
Character
potion
info.
set
End turn.
to persistent.
Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy
It's
playing
really
cards.
valuable.
Flyby. You
I'll
block the
be
damage.
doing a
Plus
video
5.
on
You gain
how
1
to set
infected
up your
stacks.
persistent deck
Your turn.
build. There's some lots of
End
good
turn.
things that happen with persistent cards.
Character info.
Excuse
Charge
me.
wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 2. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Healing potion. 1. Block. Neutral 1. You gain 3 armor stack. Player
All
status.
those bugs are
Witching
coming
hour.
back.
Healing potion.
Don't worry.
1. Witching
He's
hour.
gonna hit me with
Int
a
1.
bunch
Gain
of
1
bugs
potency.
soon.
You gained 1
They're in
potency
my
stacks.
deck right now.
Charge wand. Plus 1. I don't have enough energy. Character info. Charge crooked wand. Healing potion. Player status.
Oh, there it
Healing,
is.
Crooked charge wand. Character in end turn.
Got
you
my
take 1
second
damage.
witching
You take 1
hour,
damage.
so
You
my
take 1 damage.
effects are gonna
Enemy
be
turn.
doing
Enemy
even
playing
more
cards.
damage.
Plus 5. You gained 1 infected stacks. Plus 5. You
Oh, I
gained
don't
1
have
infected
any
stacks.
energy though.
Your turn. End turn. Character info. End turn.
He
End
hit
turn.
me with 3,
Character
so...
in charge wand. Plus 2. Crooked wand. Plus block. Neutral 1. Surge of intellect.
So yeah, they did
You
1
gained 1
damage.
focus stat.
It's
Player
not a
status.
lot,
In
but it
surge of
adds up.
intellect.
And if you have
You gain 1 focus.
bleeds,
Charge wand.
those do
Plus
2 damage.
Neutral wand. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Block. Neutral. You gain 3 armor stacks. Charge wand. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 3 health.
So against the Moth, there is no reason to rush it. Just play extremely defensive. It doesn't do much damage. But if you just are just throwing yourself out there, you're just going to take a lot of unnecessary
status.
damage.
Crooked
Just
wand.
play
Plus 1.
conservative
Neutral. Character
as much
info.
as possible.
Enter.
If you've
Player
already
energy.
got the
In.
cursed
2.
puzzle
Show deck.
box
Current card.
against
Player
the
health
Moth,
76.
it's a good time to turn one of your cards into
Show deck.
a
Current cards in deck.
low-cost
Player
card.
energy. End turn. Character in crooked wand. Plus 1. Player status. Bleed. Crooked. Character info. Crooked wand. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 slow stacks. Character info. End turn.
Okay, we're almost back to full
Enemy
health.
turn.
We've only lost 4 health.
Enemy playing cards. Plus 5. You gained 1 infected stacks. Plus 5. You gained 1 infected stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Surge of intellect. You gained 1 focus stacks. Witching hour. Int 1. You gained 1 potency stacks. Crooked wand. Plus 2. Player status. Infect. Crooked. Healing. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and you gained 1 focus stacks. Crooked wand. Plus 2. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy gained 1 charm stacks. Crooked wand. Player
So,
status. Area status.
I like to
enemy
finish
status.
every
Disturbed
fight
graves.
with a
Press for
charge
detailed
wand
enemy
and
information.
heal,
Enemy name Skullwing Moth.
so I'm
enemy
back
health
up
9.
to maximum
Enemy energy
health.
0.
It's
enemy
slow,
hand. Attack.
but it's
Attack. Enemy description
very
of bony moth is
important
barely able to lift
to-
its weight.
to
An
not
insectoid
have to
creature
waste
resembling the macaque.
campsites
Enemy
and
status.
healing.
Area status. Player status. Infected. Stacks 2 whenever you discard a card. Take 1 damage for every point of infected. Remove all infected whenever you gain health.
So he's got 9 health. I'm going to try to charge up to full. If you want to have nightmares, read the description about the skullwing moth. Ooh, he's super gross. I'm not going to read it because I haven't had enough food in my stomach here, but he is pretty gross. Again, the writers in this game are...
Player status.
I think it's Rick
Stacks 1
Vander
when dealt.
Wilder
Player
who writes
status.
all these
Focus.
descriptions.
Crooked wand. Plus 1. Healing potion.
He's
Player status.
definitely
Healing
got a
po- crooked-
Stephen King
character info.
vibe to him.
Crooked wand.
Because
Enemy
some of
takes
these
2 damage.
monsters are
Enemy gained 1 weakness
absolutely
stacks.
grotesque.
Character
And
info. End
I
turn.
love
You
it.
take 2 damage. Enemy
I'm a
turn.
huge horror
End
fan.
turn. Enemy playing cards. Flyby. You take 1 damage. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Your turn. End turn. Player energy. End turn. Character block. Neutral. Charge wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 4 health. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 4 health. Charge wand. Plus
Okay,
1.
I think we
Crooked
just
block.
need to
Character
get
end turn. Player
a
energy.
good
In.
charge
Show
off.
deck. Player health 76. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character in block. Crooked wand. Charge
There
wand.
we go. Looking
Enemy takes 5
good.
damage. You heal 4 health. Next.
Maybe one more charge wand and we're at full health. Perfect. See, we're back at max health. And that's how I do it. Charge one, finish the enemies off. Try to like drag the battle out. If the enemy's really a lightweight, like the Skullwing Moth, it's a good time to drag the battle out. Typically, I like to leave these weak monster battles for right before a really hard boss battle. So don't take down the easy monsters too soon. Save them to drag out the battle.
2 bandages. Charges. 1/1. Item. Common. Bandage. 1 use. Gain. Healing 2. Health and remove all bleeding.
Oh, there it is. Excuse me. So this is one of the primary cards you will need playing Words of Power, because you're going to get hit with random bleeds. It's part of the challenge. See, the weekly trials are trials. Trials as in hard. So one of the ways you want to deal with bleeds is with a bandage. It's a persistent card. It's very inexpensive, and of course, if you get the cursed puzzle box, you can eventually turn it into a zero-cost card. Or you can use talents. I hate to use a talent. I hate wasting talents on turning a card into a zero-cost card. My basic mathematics have told me that that's not a good use of a talent. So you're not going to live very long when you're a new player in the trials. So don't waste your talents on stuff like turning cards into zero cost, unless it's a super expensive card and you're going to get a good return on your investments. I definitely study it myself, and if you're playing, study it. See if it's working out for you. The way you study a game is take notes on everything you do, and then just evaluate the whole game when you're done. And say, oh, I did this, this was really effective. Oh, I did this, this was very effective. Okay, we got Orba Thunder. Orba Thunder's okay.
Arcane Lance. Int 1. Deal 3 damage. Free when conjured. Mergecraft 3.
This is a great card for Force Wind. If you're playing the
cards are added to the deck, they upgrade all copies of that card by their Mergecraft value.
Force Wind works with this card. They're good. They have a good symbiosis. Mergecraft is something I've never done. I've never found it to be very good. But somebody, let me know in the comments if you've done Mergecraft. I have done none. There are several talents dedicated to Mergecraft, but I've had no luck with it. I will try to do a build with it, but I just have to just be in that mindset, you know?
Arcane Lance.
I'm going to go take Band-Aid. That's a great card. Pro tip 3, First Aid is a great card to have in the weekly trial, because you could get rid of Bleed. Bleed is horrible on casters.
Arcane Lance. Add First Aid kit to deck.
I'd actually argue that Bleed doesn't really hurt melees, because melees don't mind getting bleeds, because some of the things they do, like Fury, rely on taking damage, you know? Let's add First Aid kit. That's a great card. Okay, so we need to have between 22 and 26 cards. That gets us a super big bonus. So we don't want to be under, and we don't want to be over. So you only get that bonus between 22 and 26 cards. If you're at 27, you lose points. All right, so that's very important to know. Oh, we got our first shrine. Okay, so don't worry if you're missing campsites. They stay there. Once you start popping campsites, they keep refreshing more. So you can actually save all your campsites for the end of the zone. So don't jump on those campsites. Don't be worried. They're going to be back. Like I said, again, watch my videos. I'm going to walk you through as much of the preliminary tutorial and tricks as I can. There's a lot I don't know. But there's one thing I can tell you, the campsites are going to be there. So don't rush to use them up. Just because you're down 5 or 10 hit points isn't a good use of a campsite. Often you can just take cards that rejuvenate your health, or you can take your potions, or you can visit an alchemist and get more potions. So
campsite a brief respite from player gold 37.
Often in the hero's graveyard, there are a lot of potions
stands
and
out
lots
from
of
its
little tricks and little rewards you can find. I'm going to take the shrine.
Fresh grape. Shrine a strange statue stands out from it. Shrine a strange shrine of mirrors. Shrine of mirrors a strange statue stares at you longingly, surrounded by various objects that share an exact counterpart amidst the rubble.
First, and then take the opportunity or treasures. Excuse me. Oh yes, that's a double cha-ching. You know why Shrine of Mirrors is so important? Because we can copy the most valuable card we have in our deck, which is which powers up our charge wands and makes our crooked wands give the enemy even more nasty stuff. Effects, status elements. So let's go ahead and put Witching Hour into the shrine.
Card added. Card copied. Witching Hour. Int 1. Gain 1 potency. Increases by 1 whenever you play a cursed card. Cursed. Action. Common. Potency. Afflictions you inflict deal extra damage equal to your potency. Cursed. Cursed cards can't be transmuted or removed from your deck. Witching Hour. Int 1. Exploration. Area status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area. Settings. Settings. Area status. Fresh grave.
We're very much
opportunity
looking forward
treasure. Traps or treachery away.
One more Witching
Opportunity
Hour in our deck.
Alchemic table. You find a desk with alchemic table. You find a desk with several vials. Herbs and mushrooms scattered atop its surface, allowing you to concoct a single potion. Ellipsis.
Okay, we got another opportunity or treasure. We'll take that on first. Ooh.
Alchemic table, you find the create a blue potion.
Okay, so
create a red potion.
This one's
create a random
easy.
Potion.
You can go for any potions, or you can go for a red potion, which is going to be a healing pot. And I think the blue potion is like a haste or something.
Create a red potion. Card added. Card
random potion could be anything,
gain 1
which
potency.
could be valuable
healing
to
potion.
you.
Healing potion.
I tend to
gain
take
10
the
health.
healing
If you are below
potions because that keeps
settings.
me alive.
Area status.
So I'm going to take the red potion.
Undead in the area gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb.
You'd like.
Settings. Area status. Campsite a brief. Fresh grave a rather. Campsite a brief rest. Player gold 37.
There it is. Got a healing potion.
Campsite a fresh grave a rather unremarkable grave.
We got two campsites built up, so let's go ahead and
undisturbed grave a rather unremarkable gravestone
once you get
stands
to a
somewhat crooked over a
certain
patch of
point in
soil.
Hero's Graveyard, you're going to need
Open
to
the grave.
disturb one of the
Undisturbed
graves,
grave, you dig into the shallow
which
grave,
is going to
quickly
allow
uncovering a small stash of
more
items.
of the zone to open
Continue.
up.
Card added. Card obtained. Exploration. Witching Hour. Int 1. Gain 1 healing potion. 1 use. Potion of Visions. 1 use. Draw 3 cards. Item. Rare. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Potion of Visions. Area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area game. Settings. Settings.
This
area
is a
status.
great
Restless
card,
Grains. Campsite a brief church ring home like enemy aura. Graveyard
really
shift. At the start of the turn. Gain left race difficulty plus 1 right race barrier.
Or your Arcanist in many situations. Okay, we got our first problem. The dog. The doggos are nasty. Every doggo in this game is nasty. Let's go ahead and take him on. I just want to get done with it, but because I want to save the weaker enemies for
Church Grim the Hound like Campsite a brief Church Grim the Hound like creature eyes you warily.
So I rather take on the
Church
hard
Grim the Hound
enemies
like
and
enemy gains
just see
disturbed
how
graves
bad I
enchantment.
do.
Enemy gains graveyard shift enchantment. You gain 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains 1 anger stacks. Your turn. Player status. Bleeding. Stacks 1 without damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
Let's get him out of the way.
Search of intellect. Potion of vision. Block. Healing potion. Character info. End turn. Player energy. In. 2. Show deck. Current cards at player health 80.
Alright, let's let me check my health.
Show deck.
We're
player
at maximum
energy.
health.
2. End turn.
Good time to take on the doggo. Again, you can play with the dog a little bit, but be careful. They can be nasty.
Witching Hour.
Let's check what debuffs we got stuck with, because you do get random debuffs playing the
Stacks 1
weekly
without
trial.
damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
Oh, good, we got a Witching Hour.
Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area, gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb.
So we got our bleed. We're going to want to get a bandage. and leave at least one bandage persistently hanging out in our hand. Okay, so we've disturbed one grave, which means Doggo's already got +1 damage for any of his actions, which is bad. And he already goes wild on you, so yeah, you can't keep him up too long. But then again, you still want to, you know, farm a little bit. Farm a little bit. But
for detailed enemy
my
information.
advice is get your witching hours up and kill him as fast
Enemy
as you can,
press for
because he
detailed
does a
enemy
lot of
details for church grim.
damage.
Health.
And if he
25
gets
of
too
25 health
angry,
remaining. Cards in
yeah,
hand.
he's going to
2.
hold
Energy remaining.
smash.
0. Energy per turn. 2.
You're going
Cards
to
in
go
deck.
down.
12. Corruptions in deck. 0. Description of enemy. The hound-like creature eyes you warily.
Let's hear
Lifetime
what
kills.
he can do.
55. Enemy name Church Grin. Enemy health 25. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Hex. Enemy description the hound-like creature eyes you warily. A quadrupedal beast with a skeletal canine-like skull and a dark, furry body. Its head features glowing cyan eyes and a maw filled with sharp
Lifetime
teeth.
kills.
The creature
I
has
think
bony
that's the
spines along
number
its
of
back and
times
along,
I've
with like
killed
tail.
him.
Ethereal cyan particles float around its body, hinting at supernatural properties. Its haunch. Predatory stance and exposed skeletal elements suggest an undead or demonic nature combined with bestial ferocity.
Wow, I think these have been added in Eclipse. The descriptions are so much more elaborate and gorgeous. Again, great job, Rick Vander Wild, the developer of Dawncaster. Those are beautiful descriptions. Again, the writing in this game is just top notch. The doggos, the demonic doggos.
Enemy status. Enemy status. Area status. The enemy status.
Yeah.
Disturbed graves. On enemy status. Graveyard shift. At the start of the turn.
All right,
Game left
let's.
race difficulty +1 right
He
race
has
barrier.
25 health, so we can kind of beat him in about maybe
Enemy
4 turns.
Enemy status. Graveyard shift. At the start of the turn. Game left race difficulty +1 right race barrier.
Okay, he's going to gain barrier. I didn't know he got barrier. Okay, so difficulty, he gets barrier
Enemy
based on difficulty. So I think I finally understand this. So based on how what level your difficulty is set to, that's how much barrier you get. So I guess if you choose
Surge of intellect.
a higher difficulty, he's going to get more barrier.
Player status. Bleeding.
That makes sense.
Int 1. You gained 1 potency stacks. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. If you are below 50% health. Potion of visions. 1 use. Player status. Bleeding. Potion of visions. 1 use. Draw 3 cards.
Let's get our witching hour off.
Treasure.
This is a
card
good
is part of
time
the treasure
for
pool and
block.
can be found through various
Because
events.
all he does is hit.
Player status. Potion of healing potion. Character
I
info.
do not believe
End turn.
he uses spells.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grab a bite. You block the damage. Howl. Terror added to your deck.
I don't need we need to use Potion of Visions yet.
End turn. Character info. Healing potion. Player health 80. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character healing potion.
Okay, he just gave us a terror, which is going to give us doom, which is not cool.
Crooked wand.
It's like a
+1.
little.
Crooked wand.
It basically
player
just
status.
burns
Bleeding.
us.
Crooked wand. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy gained 1 slow stacks. End turn. Character healing potion. Witching hour. Int 1. Gain 2. You gained 1 potency stacks. You gained 1 potency stacks. Player status. Bleeding. Crooked wand. Enemy takes 2 damage.
Okay,
Enemy gained 1 frozen
time.
stacks. Healing potion. 1 player status. Healing character info.
Oh, there's
End
witching
turn.
hour. Didn't see that.
Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grab a bite. You take 3 damage. You take 1 damage. You gain 3 doom stacks. Howl. Terror
Need to
added
get
your
that
deck.
bandage
Your turn.
up soon.
End turn. Character info. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. You gain 3 armor stacks. Charged wand. +2. New first aid kit. Neutral 1. Conjure 2 bandages. Conjure. Bandage.
Okay, 2 terrors in our deck. Ouch.
Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and remove all crooked bandage. 1. You heal 2 health. Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and remove all bleeding.
All right,
Player
there's
status.
our first
Focus.
aid
Stats
kit.
2 when player status.
Let's
Potency.
get this
Stats
up.
3 afflictions.
Take
Player
1
status.
to get rid
Armor.
of the
Stats
bleed
3 when
and
dealt
keep
down. Area
1
status.
on standby.
Player status. Focus. Stacks 2 charged wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steel charged wand. Crooked wand.
There we
plus
go.
Bandage.
Bleeds are gone.
1 player status. Bandage. Crooked wand. Charged wand. Enemy takes 6 damage. You heal 4 health.
See? That charge wand gets strong. Those witching hours are doing work. We need 1 more witching hour and we'll be we'll have it popping
Charge
off.
one, character in,
I think
turn.
3 is the
Player
max.
energy.
I think
Show deck.
every
Player
5
health 80.
cards, 1 witching hour, and get them all down to 0 cost is the absolute best way to own anything that gets in your
Show
way.
deck. Player energy.
Okay, I think
Turn.
we're good.
Character
Let's check our
Charge
health.
wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steal 4. Character info. Charge wand. I don't have enough energy.
We're back
Crooked
at max
wand.
health, so
Bandage.
once you get back up
One
to
use.
max
Player
health,
status. Bandage. Crooked
and you've
charge
got
wand.
the monster
Character
under
info.
control, just finish him.
Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grab a bite. You block the damage. Your turn. You gain 4 doom stacks. Character info. Bandage. 1 use. Crooked wand. +2. Charge wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steal. Charge wand. +1. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 4 health. Charge wand. Enemy takes 5 damage.
Okay, see if I
You
can
heal
kill
4
this
health.
thing.
Crooked wand. +2. Bandage. 1. Character info. Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2. Crooked wand. +2. I don't have enough energy. Terror.
Okay, he's almost
On draw.
dead.
Gain 4 doom. Inflicts 1 additional doom. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. Player status.
Still
Doom.
alive.
Stacks 1 at the end of turn. Take 1 damage for each stack of doom. Decrease doom by 1 each. Area enemy status. Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy name Church Grim. Enemy health 7. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Hex. Hex. Enemy description the hound-like creature eyes you warily. Enemies. Areas. Players. Bandage. 1 U. Player health 80. Show deck. Player enter. End turn.
He's got 7 health. I kill him next turn.
Player enter. End turn.
We can still heal ourselves before we
take 1 damage.
finish the
Enemy
battle.
turn. Enemy
So if
gain
you're
2 barrier
about to
stats.
finish the
Enemy
battle,
playing cards. Howl. Terror added to your deck.
consume
Howl. Terror
any
added
of
to
the
your deck.
temporary things
Your
like
turn.
bandages, so that you are topped
Character
off.
info.
You know?
Bandage. 1 use. Gain. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. Action. You gained 1 focus stacks. Healing potion. 1 use. Crooked wand. +1. Witching hour.
Okay,
Hit 1.
he's
You
wasting
gained
his
1
time because
potency
we're going to
stacks.
kill him before those
Bandage.
terrors come up.
1 use. Gain healing potion. 1 use. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. If you are below 50% health. Gain healing potion. Bandage. 1 character info. Bandage. 1 use. Healing potion. 1 healing potion.
Ooh,
Crooked
another
wand.
witching hour.
+1. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy gained 1 stagger stacks.
Okay, I'm trying to...
Bandage.
Just didn't get any
1 healing
attacks.
potion. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. Player status. Focus. Healing potion. Healing potion. Bandage. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy takes 5 damage. Enemy gain 2 barrier
yeah,
stacks.
barrier
Enemy
up.
playing
It's
cards.
annoying.
Howl. Terror added to your deck. Grab a bite. You take 4 damage. You gain
We
4 doom
didn't get him
stacks.
this
Your
time
turn.
yet. We'll get him next turn.
Character info. Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and remove all bleeding.
Oh, he took
Surge
5
of intellect.
damage, yeah.
Gain you gained 1 focus stacks. Block. Neutral 1. Witching hour. Hit 1.
He
Gain
punched
potion
us
of
right in
visions.
the face.
1 use. Player status.
He took
Doom.
damage.
Potion
He's
of vision.
down to
Witching
about
hour.
2 health.
Block. Neutral. Charge wand.
I'm gonna
+1.
take a
Neutral 1. Steal
bandage.
5 health. Block. Neutral 1. Gain
Let's
3 armor. Charge wand. Bandage.
Get ready to
Reveal
finish
2
him
health.
off.
Charge wand. +1. Neutral 1. Block. Neutral. Charge wand. +1. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 6 damage. You heal 5 health. Next. Character info.
That should kill him. Let's take our bandage. Let's heal up and then
Next.
charge wand him.
Show deck. Player health 8. Player health 80. Show deck. Next. You gain
There
2
we
gold.
go.
Skip rewards.
And we should be at max health. And that's how you do it. That's
Area
how you
status.
kind of
Enemy
top
status.
yourself
Spellcraft.
off while killing
Conjure a
the
magic
monster.
action. If you have focus, conjure an additional 1. Magic action. Common. Focus.
See,
When
we're
you
at
foretell,
max health.
reveal 1 more card for every 3 stacks. At the start of the round, draw 1 additional card for every 6 stacks.
Oh, we got 2
Conjure. Creates a
gold
temporary
coins.
card that is removed after combat. Fireball. Into. Deal 6 damage. Inflict burning equal to half the damage dealt. Fire cast. Magic fire action. Common. Burning. At the end of the turn. Take
I
1
like
damage per
this
stack of
card
burning.
because
Fire
this
cast.
card
A
gives
card with
you
fire cast is
free,
played and moved
it's
into
a
the
free
discard pile whenever it gets buried on
and
the
it
turn.
gives you free magic. Ooh.
Conduit. Gain 2 chain. Flow. 0/3. Draw a card. Charges. 3/3.
This is a
chain.
great
Magic
card.
lightning action. Common.
It's
Chain.
expensive,
Increase
though.
the damage of the next action by 1 per stack.
This is a
Chain
great
fades if the play
card.
card did not
It
increase
gets a
chain.
little expensive,
Flow.
but
Triggers
that
when played after
burn
play and agrees the
is
indicated number of
supreme.
cards during the turn.
So it's a little complex, but chain is free. Conduit is free. Builds up your chain, and if you're playing a force wind deck or other kind of lightning kind of like element deck, this really helps. Flow is weird. Basically, you have to keep at least 1 energy in your hand to keep flow in effect, which kind of keeps certain effects in place. I think that makes it turn into the a channeling kind of thing. And there are some cards that benefit from channeling. Again, fact check me. Again, I don't always get these facts right. I'm trying to give you the best knowledge I can offer you, you know. So you'll also learn a lot from visiting the Discord community of Dawncaster. So swing by there.
Fireball.
Tell them that game double tap
deal 6 damage.
And just be polite and say
magic
hi.
action. Fireball.
They'll teach you.
Conduit.
And again, there's a
chain.
lot of things you can learn
Zero.
from
Fireball.
Discord communities.
Into. Deal 6 damage.
And they do have a
burning
great
equal to half the
Discord
damage dealt.
community in
Fire
Dawncaster.
cast. Magic fire action. Common. Burning. At the end of the turn. Take 1 damage per stack of burning.
I can't decide.
Fire cast. A card with fire cast is played and moved into the discard pile whenever it gets buried on your turn.
Conduit we don't need. I think we take Fireball because Fireball is the only card we need. We can upgrade it. That burn is magnificent and it's a great magic card. Can't pass this card up. I'd love to take that summon card. It's hit and miss though. That summon card, that card that just gets you 2 random cards, it's hit and miss. You never know what that thing's gonna pull out of its bag of tricks. It's usually not a terrible card it pulls out, but you know, it's still just hit and miss. I think Fireball is expensive,
Conduit.
so finding ways to decrease the cost of Fireball would really be beneficial.
Area status.
I just don't know if we're going to be able to afford it.
Anger for every settings.
So,
settings. Area
again,
status.
but,
Campsite brief mini boss abomination.
I think I'm going to go ahead and take Fireball.
39. Restless Ghoul Brains. Player gold 39.
Alright, we got
info.
a zombie.
Area settings.
Zombie's
area status.
not that
Campsite
strong,
mini boss abomination.
so
Restless Ghoul Brains. Mini boss abomination. A shambling monstrosity roams the graveyard.
Very frequently, so we're going to take a lot of little damage. We could take on the boss, and because it's going to hit us pretty hard, get it out of the way. Might be good to get it out of the way, and then maybe we can recoup some of our hit points
player
later.
Gold 30, character
So
info.
I think it's
Use weapon
time
power,
we
familiar
take
weapon
on the
activate to
boss
start
and
next
just see how
select
we
card.
do.
Raven familiar.
And
Neutral
then maybe
one.
we
Activate
can
to put any card in
actually
your
use
deck
our
on top.
special,
5 durability.
and it
Equipment.
might recover
Common.
in time.
Durability.
So let's
the number
use
of
our
times
special,
equipment can be activated
which
before
are
it's depleted for the
familiars.
remainder of combat. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Fey familiar. Neutral 1. Activate to add a prank to your foe's deck. Gains 1 durability whenever you play a wand. 3 durability. Equipment. Rare. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Snake familiar. Neutral 1. Activate to inflict 3 poison. Corrupted. Gain health for each affliction on your foe. 0. 3 durability. Equipment. Uncommon. Corrupted. You are corrupted if 5 or more corruptions are present in your deck. Hand and slash or discard pile. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique.
The snake is good for the final boss. Okay, so the snake is good for healing you. The Fey is good for evasion. And the first card is good if you have a larger deck, like a scholar deck,
Snake
where
familiar.
you want to find cards.
Fey familiar.
Especially if you're only
power familiar
running
weapon activate
maybe
to start next
one
combat with the familiar. Restless Ghoul Brains. Area status.
So
Area status. Campsite a brief respite from
I'm
mini
gonna
boss
go
abomination. A shambling monster.
for
Mini boss
the
abomination.
Fey
Enemy gains
card
disturbed
because
grace
it's good
enchantment.
at
You gain
dodging
1 bleeding
attacks.
stats. Enemy gains falling apart enchantment. Enemy gains 1 anger stats. Your turn. Player status. Bleeding.
All right.
Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
So the shambling zombie is more of a maxi boss, not a mini boss. So I have a term called maxi bosses, which means they're mini bosses, but they hit like trucks and they're very powerful. Daisy is a maxi boss, and this creature is a maxi boss. So they really aren't easy fights. And by the way, all mini bosses for the most part are optional. So if you
Player
need to
status.
get out of
Area
a zone,
status. Enemy status.
save the mini bosses
enemy
for
status.
last.
Anger. Enemy status.
Go back
Falling
and beat
apart
them
at the start
if
of your
your hit
turn.
points
Enemy status.
are,
Disturbed graves.
you know,
On
in a
deck. Area
situation
status.
where
Disturbed graves.
you're not going to
Stacks 1
die.
undead in the area. Gain
So
1
you
anger for every
don't
grave you
have to
disturbed.
kill every mini boss.
Enemy status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area. Gain 1 anger for every grave you disturbed. Enemy status. Falling apart at the start of your turn. Double your afflictions.
Okay, 1 anger. And 1 anger from that, so he's got 2 anger.
Enemy status, anger. Stacks 1 increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger.
He'll double my afflictions, which is
enemy
not good, so...
Details for
bandage
elimination.
helps if we
90
get
of 90
bled.
health remaining. Cards in hand. 2.
Panacea
Energy remaining.
is a good.
0. Energy per turn.
Panacea is a
3.
good when
Cards
you're
in deck.
playing Words
13.
Power.
Corruptions in deck. 0. Description of enemy. A shambling monstrosity roams the graveyard. Lifetime kills. 28. Enemy name abomination. Enemy health 90. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Attack. Enemy description. A shambling monstrosity roams the graveyard. A hulking, undead-like creature with a bulky gray body and a dark hood. Its skull-like head features glowing cyan eyes and a gaping mouth filled with sharp teeth. The monster has thick arms ending in clawed hands, with bony protrusions and armor-like plates across its body. It carries a large shield and has arrows embedded in its flesh, suggesting resilience to attacks. The creature's muscular build and aggressive posture imply great physical strength and combat prowess. Enemy status, disturbed graves. Area status, player status, bleeding. Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per witching hour.
So,
1. Gain 1 potency. Increases by 1 whenever you play a curse card. Character info.
Captain America and Hulk.
Crooked wand. Plus a healing
so
potion.
It's going to be hard.
1 the charged wand.
It's got 90 hit points
first
too.
Aid kit. Neutral 1. Conjure
it's going to be a long,
player status,
hard
bleeding.
fight.
Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. First aid kit.
Okay, let's see our starting
Conjure 2
hand.
bandages. Charges. 1. Charge
Witching
first
hour.
aid kit. Neutral.
Crooked wand.
Bandage.
Healing potion. Charge 1. First aid kit, which is good.
Int 1. Gain 1 potency.
We got a bleed, so that's good.
Healing potion. Charge 1. Plus 1.
Operate our...
1 use. Gain 2 health. You heal 2 health. Bandage.
Open up our first aid kit.
Gain 2 health and remove all bleeding.
We'll take 1 bandage and keep 1
potion.
bandage on standby.
Witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1 potency.
We'll also take the witching
whenever
hour.
you play a cursed card. Curse. Action. Crooked wand. Witching hour. Int 1. You gained 1 potency stacks.
Okay, that gets rid of the bleed.
Character info.
We got a
potion. Charge wand.
We got 2 potions, I think, running around.
Healing crooked wand. Character
Let's take our witching hour.
Player energy. End turn.
So that's good. We're looking good. That's a good start. I would have liked a block, but we didn't pull it.
Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Bone knuckles. You take 3 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. You take 3 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks.
And the boss
Bone
has
knuckles.
3
you take
energy
3 damage.
per turn.
Enemy gain
so
2 armor stacks.
That means
you take 3
it's
damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Your turn. Player energy. Show deck. Player health 68. Show deck. Player energy. End turn.
9 damage.
Bandage.
12 damage.
Gain 2 health and remove all
12
bleeding.
damage right there.
Hit 1. Surge of intellect.
12 damage.
Gain INT and 1. You gained 1 focus stacks. Crooked wand.
12 damage.
Plus 1. Crooked wand.
Player
status.
Stay
familiar. Stacks reactivate to add a prank to your foe's deck. Wishful whimsy added to enemy deck.
Okay, we gotta be really careful.
Potency. Stacks 1 afflictions you inflict deal extra damage equal. Player status. Potency. Player status. Fey familiar. Bandage. 1 use. Witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1. You gained 1 potency stacks.
Let's give him a prank.
Crooked wand.
I should have put that in him already.
Player status. The crooked wand. Plus 1. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks.
That's witching hour. 2 witching hours. We're getting strong. Our charges are going to be pretty good.
Player energy. Show deck. Player energy. In 1.
Let's get our charges up. Ooh, he's got a bleed. See, crooked wand is great. You can block its damage, but its effect goes through.
Inflict burning equal to half the damage dealt. Firecast. Magic fire action. Common. Burning.
We got 1 more energy left.
Take 1 damage per stack of burning. Firecast. A card with firecast is played and moved into the discard pile when crooked wand. Plus 1. Player status. Fake the crooked wand. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy
we got a
1
fireball. I didn't see that. I would have dropped that on him right away. Again, read your whole hand. Pro tip 4, read your whole hand.
Character info. Bandage. Fireball. Bandage.
Let's go crooked wand.
End turn.
Oh, good. Vulnerable's good. So he takes 10% more damage. And he's got a bleed on it. So vulnerable is amazing.
Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks.
I'm
enemy
going to be putting
enemy playing cards.
on
Stitch limb.
Fireball
enemy heals 4. Stitch
because
limb. Enemy heals
having
4.
it ready to go is really good. But I don't know if we're going to make it that far.
Character info. Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and remove all bleeding. Persistent. Conjuration. Common.
Yeah, of course, he healed all the damage I didn't do to him.
Don't get discarded
That's
at the end of the
fine. He
turn and
wants to
cannot be
heal
buried.
himself. That's
Crooked
great.
wand. Plus
Later
1.
on, that's going to hurt us when we try to kill him.
Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. Common.
But if he wants to draw out the battle, that's fine because if he draws the battle out, our charge just gets more and more powerful.
1 use. Character info. End turn. Player energy. In 1.
Let's go for...
End turn.
Yeah, we'll go for block.
Crooked wand. Plus 1. Potion of vision.
I don't want to double
bandage.
block.
Character info. Bandage. Crooked wand. Potion of vision. Block. Neutral. Potion of crooked wand. +1. Neutral 1. Deal star 2 star damage. The enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks.
Let's crooked wand. Try to give him as many effects as possible. Oh good, he's got a brittle. That wasn't what I wanted. I would have preferred another vulnerable, a fire. Any fire effects are great on zombies. Let's hit him with a familiar. Our familiar keep putting... So our familiar has this thing called Watchful Whimsy, which basically when it pops up in his deck like a snare, we get an evasion and it interrupts him. So our Fae is amazing.
Healing potion. Player status. Fae familiar. Player status. The player status. Fae familiar. Stats 4 activate to add a crank to your foe's deck. Gains 1 durability whenever you play a wand.
We can keep building up her stacks just as many times as we use a wand.
Healing potion. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades. Potion of visions. 1 use. Draw 3 cards.
I love it.
Item.
And it doesn't
Rare.
say how
Treasure.
high she
This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events.
Basically. Well, not truly infinite is an inaccurate statement. She can just have a very high durability.
End turn.
Less chance of her depleting.
Enemy turn. Enemy
depleting
gains 2
means
vulnerable
she
stats.
is
Enemy gains 1
used
brittle
up
stats.
for that
Enemy playing
combat.
cards. Bone knuckles.
And remember, you
only
only get to
you take 3
use
damage. Enemy gains 2 armor stacks.
one time per
Enemy deals
combat.
4. Your turn.
Ooh!
Bandage. 1 use. Player status. Faith area status. Disturb enemy status. Disturb grade.
He's healing like crazy,
gain 1 anger for every grave you
he's
disturb.
also got vulnerable
Enemy
stacks.
status.
I think
a
so
card.
far
At the start of your turn.
I think
double
we
your
might
afflictions.
have 3 vulnerable stacks on it.
Enemy status. Anger. Stacks 1 increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger. Enemy status. Vulnerable. Stacks 4 take 10% more damage from each action for each stack of vulnerable. Stacks up to 100% extra damage.
Or maybe he's giving us vulnerable. Oh, no,
Enemy
he
status.
is.
Brittle. Stacks 2 when dealt damage. Remove brittle. If the damage was dealt from a melee action, take 1 more damage per stack removed.
40% more damage from our attacks to
Enemy
a
status.
maximum
Armor.
of
Stacks 2 when dealt
100% more
damage.
damage.
Take 1 less damage per stack of armor.
I
Armor
really
fades at
think
the start
we're
of the
doing
turn.
well against it.
Press for detailed enemy information.
He's got brittle,
enemy
2
name
stacks.
abomination. Enemy health 90. Enemy energy 3. Enemy hand. Curse. Attack. Enemy description. A shambling monstrosity roams the
His
graveyard.
armor,
A Hulkin.
even though
Undead-like
it's
creature with a bulky
very
gray body and a dark hood.
insubstantial,
It's
it's
spelled.
enough
Press
to
for
stop
detailed
us
enemy
'cause we're
information.
just
Enemy
using
status.
wands.
Disturbed graves. Undead in the area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb.
He's got 90 health, so he's healing constantly.
Enemy status. Disturbed
Oh,
graves.
he's got a
undead in the
curse
area gain 1
coming
anger
up.
for every grave you disturb. Area status. Player
He's
status.
got a curse
Bandage.
coming up, which isn't
1 use.
good.
Gain character. End turn. Player energy. In. Show deck. Player health 65.
I really don't like hexes or curses. They're really nasty.
Show deck. Player energy.
But
End
physical
turn.
attacks
Character
really
info.
hurt squishes.
End turn. Character. Bandage. 1 use. Character. End turn. Player energy. In. 2. End turn. Character info.
We got 65
Bandage.
health, so we
Surge
gotta
of
keep
intellect.
an ear out
Gain
for
INT
our
and 1
health.
focus. Action. You gain 1 focus stacks. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. If you are below 50% health. Potion of visions. 1 use. Draw 3
We got
cards.
2
Witching hour.
energy.
Int 1. Gain 1 potency. You gained 1 potency stacks.
Oh, nice search.
Bandage. 1 use. Charged wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steal
We got
4
a
health.
healing
Improved by the
potion
potency of
for
your afflictions.
emergencies.
3. Swap. Curse.
Potion
Healing potion.
of vision.
Potion of visions.
Okay,
Player
oh,
status.
there's a
Fae
witching
familiar.
hour.
Potion. Healing potion.
Now
1 use.
we're
Gain
getting
10 potion.
stronger.
Player status. Fae familiar. Watchful whimsy added to enemy deck.
And our charge wand's gonna hit. That's gonna steal
Potion
4
of visions.
health. So
Healing potion. Charged wand. +1. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 4 health.
let's hit him with our Fae.
Player health 69. Player health 60. Bandage. Player
Another
status.
Watchful
Fae familiar.
Whimsy,
Stack
which
bandage.
makes us very
1 use. Healing
defensive.
potion. Potion of visions. Player status. Fae familiar.
Let's
Stacks 4
charge
activate
him.
to add a bandage. 1 player health 69. Show
Nice.
deck.
Get
Current
us
cards
back
in
up
deck.
to
10.
69 hit points.
Player health 6. Show deck.
Okay, we're
Player
doing
end
good.
turn.
We're doing good.
Enemy turn. Enemy gain 4 vulnerable stacks. Enemy gain 2 brittle
We got
stacks.
10
Enemy
cards
playing
left in the
cards.
deck. We
Winning
could
whimsy.
use
Enemy
our
gain 1
Potion
jinx
of
stacks.
Visions to
Bone
draw
knuckles.
3 more
Wrinkle.
cards.
You take 7 damage.
But let's not push
Your
our
turn.
luck here. Ooh, he's got 4 vulnerable stacks.
Character
Wait
info.
a second.
Bandage. Player status. Area status. The enemy status.
He's
Disturbed graves.
doubling.
Undead in the
I'm
enemy
doubling
status.
his
Falling apart. At the
vulnerability
start
on
of
him,
your
so
turn.
there's an
Enemy status.
effect
Anger.
there
Stacks
that's
1 increases the
doing
damage dealt by
amazing
enemy
work.
status. Vulnerable.
So he's
Stacks
got
8
like
take 10% more
8
damage from each
vulnerable
action for each stack of
stacks.
vulnerable. Stacks up to 100% extra damage. Area stat. Player stat. Bandage. 1 U. Player health 62.
Whoa! He's got 8 stacks
Player
of vulnerable.
Player health
That's
60. Show deck.
sweet.
Current cards in deck. 5.
And unlike many status effects, burn and vulnerable, they are with you to the end. They do not ever fall off unless you have an ability that makes them
Player
fall
energy.
off.
End turn. Character in bandage. 1 U. Surge of intellect.
All right, we're doing
gain
good.
We've
We've
gain 1 focus stack.
See, this is good. I now know I can get into a long fight with this guy.
Healing
though
potion.
he
1 U.
is
Charge 1.
capable of
Plus
going
1.
off on
Charge
you,
1.
so be careful.
Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 4 health. Improved by the potency of your afflictions. 3. Swap. Curse.
Okay, search.
Magic basic attack. Player status. Fey familiar.
So we're just going to keep building up that
winning whimsy added to enemy deck.
witching hour.
Bandage. 1 U. Witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1 potency. You gained 1 potency stats.
Okay, 3.
Player health 62.
Let's
bandage.
do another
1 U.
Fey.
Healing potion. 1. Charge 1.
Keep all those
plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 5
watchful
health.
whimsies on
Improved
him.
by the potency of your enemy takes 6 damage. You heal 5 health.
Ooh, another witching hour. Ooh.
Player status. Fey familiar. Charge 1. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 5 health. Improve. Enemy takes 6 damage. You heal 5 health.
Let's take that one. Another 5 health back up to
Character info.
67.
Player energy. Show deck. Player health 72. Bandage.
Let's do that
player
again.
Status. Fey familiar. Stacks 5 act. Bandage.
And now we're
player
at around
status.
72.
Potency. Stacks. Player status.
Or
Fey familiar. Stacks. Wishful whimsy added to enemy deck.
72. Cool.
Bandage. 1. Player health 72. Show deck. Current cards in deck.
All right,
5.
another
player
wishful
energy.
whimsy. There's several different
enemy
whimsies
turn. Enemy
that
gained 8
pop
vulnerable
off.
stacks. Enemy gained 4 brittle stacks.
So
enemy playing cards.
those are
Stitch
really
limb.
cool.
Enemy heals 4. Grim hook. You take 7 damage. Your turn.
All right, let's end our turn. Ooh! Out.
End turn.
He
Character
hit me
info.
for 7, which is in Grim
Charge
Hook
1.
is nasty.
Plus 1. Crooked 1.
So
plus,
he's
charge,
got
block.
maximum
Neutral
damage
block.
on him.
Fireball.
So, and the
Int 2.
brittles
Heal
are
6
even
damage.
building up.
Inflict burning equal to player status. Fey familiar.
This is really
Stacks
cool.
4 activate to add a prank to your foe's deck. Wrathful whimsy added to enemy deck. Player status. Potency. Stacks 4 afflictions you inflict. Player status. Focus. Stacks 3 when you fort. Area status.
Oh, we
Disturb
got a
grace.
fireball.
Player status.
Yeah.
Bandage. 1 use. Crooked wand. Plus 2.
Let's give
charge
him
wand.
another
Plus 1. Block.
wrathful
Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor.
whimsy.
Action.
Nice.
Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Block. Neutral. Fireball. Enemy takes 12 damage. Enemy gains 6 burning stacks.
Let's get a block. Maybe we should fireball.
Character
Let's
info.
get a fireball
Bandage.
up
Crooked
so
wand.
he's burning
Bandage.
down.
Character info. End turn. Player energy.
Ow! That was sweet.
End turn.
He's got 6
Character
burn
bandage.
stacks, so that's a
1 use.
guaranteed
Crooked
6
wand.
damage
Plus
each turn.
charge wand. Plus block. Neutral wand. Block. New player health 65. Show deck. Player energy. End turn.
We don't have any energy,
Enemy
but
turn.
that fireball
Enemy gains
was
16
worth
vulnerable
it.
stacks. Enemy gains 6 burning stacks. Enemy playing cards. Stitch limb. Enemy heals 4. Wishful whimsy. You gain wishful whimsy enchantment. Wishful whimsy. Wrathful whimsy. Enemy takes 7 damage. You heal 3 health. Bone knuckles. You take 3 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. You take 3 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy takes 16 damage. Your turn.
We got a wishful whimsy.
Bandage. Player status. Area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy information. Settings. Previously played card. Bone knuckles. Deal. Damage. Settings.
Oh, he took a
Previously
bunch of
played card.
damage.
Bone
Okay,
knuckles.
let's go
Deal.
check out
Damage
those.
2 damage
I
twice.
want to know
On
what
hit.
this
Gain 2 armor.
wrathful whimsy
Previously
does.
played card. Wrathful whimsy. Your foe steals 3 health. Draw a card. Previously played card. Wishful whimsy. Your foe draws an additional card at the start of their turn. Draw a card.
So your foe steals. So I get to steal health
Previously
from
played
him,
card.
and
Wishful whimsy.
he,
Your
I
foe
draw
draws
a
an
card.
additional card at the start
So
of their
that's
turn.
how
Draw a
wrathful
card.
whimsy works. Nice.
Previously played card. Stitch limb. Gain left brace 3 plus difficulty right
Oh,
brace health.
okay. So my
Remove all
foe
bleeding.
draws cards. Okay, I don't like that.
Previously played card. Fireball. Deal. Damage 6 damage. Inflict.
Oh, wow,
Previously
he draws
played
a
card.
bunch of cards.
Setting. Press
How is
enemy
that
area
helping
status.
me?
Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area. Gain 1 anger for every grave you disturbed. Player status. Bandage. 1 use.
Okay, so
Player
he
health
can
62.
remove his bleeding, so I never knew that.
Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2. Healing potion. 1 use. The potion of vision.
Okay.
1 use. Crooked wand. Plus 2.
We know a
Surge
little
of
bit
intellect.
more about the
Gain INT and
Fae.
you gain 1
Fae
focus
does
stats.
weird
Witching
stuff.
hour. Int 1. Gain 1 potency. You gain 1 potency stats.
Okay, we have 62 health. We're doing
Player
okay for
status.
health.
Fey familiar. Stacks 3 activate to add a prank. Wasteful whimsy added to enemy deck. Player status. Potency. Stacks 5 afflictions you in. Player status. Fey familiar. Witching hour. Int 1. Gain 2 potency.
Oh, there's another witching
by 1.
hour.
Crooked wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star 2 star damage. Witching hour.
Let's
Int 1. Gain crooked wand. Plus crooked wand. Plus 2. Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star damage. Inflict a random crooked wand. Plus witching hour. Int 1. Gain 2 potency. Increases by 1 whenever you play a cursed card. Cursed. Action. You gained 1 potency stacks. You gained 1 potency stacks.
I want a crooked wand to increase
Player
our
energy.
Fey.
Show deck. Player energy. In. 1.
But I also want to get more potency. Let's play that.
Character
I'd rather
bandage.
have our
Healing
potency
potion.
maxed out.
1
So when
potion
we
of visions.
charge wand, we can
Crooked
heal
wand.
up to max.
Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 delirious stacks.
We got
Potion
1
vision.
energy
Potion
left, so
bandage.
let's
A character
let's crooked wand once.
Enemy turn. Enemy gained 32 vulnerable stacks. Enemy gained 12 burning stacks. Enemy gained 1 delirious stacks. Enemy playing cards. Watchful whimsy. You gained 1 evasion stacks. Grim hook. You block the damage.
All
Wasteful
right.
whimsy. Enemy takes 31 damage. Your turn.
Wow. We are building up some sick
info.
effects
Bandage.
on it. We have
1 use.
burns
Block.
like
Neutral
crazy
1.
on
Gain
it.
crooked wand. Plus 1. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1. You gained 1 focus stacks.
If he loses his
Healing
block,
potion.
our damage
Block.
is going to be
Neutral
off the
1.
chain.
Player
It's gonna
status.
be
Fey familiar.
just
Stacks 3 activate to add
banana
rank to your foe's deck.
pants.
Wishful whimsy added to enemy deck. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 healing potion. 1 charged wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal. Enemy takes 9 damage. You heal 8 health.
Let's
Player health 70.
give him another prank.
Bandage. 1 use. Block.
Let's
Neutral 1.
charge
Gain 3 armor.
1.
Action. Common. Bandage. Block.
Ooh,
Neutral 1.
nice
Gain
8
3 armor.
health heal.
Action. Crooked
That
wand.
was sweet.
Plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal start. Enemy
We're up
takes 4
to
damage.
70,
Enemy
so
gained 1 charm
one more
stacks.
charge
Next.
wand will be near max
Next.
health. And of course, we'll take our bandage before we leave combat. Let's crooked wand. Oh, we killed him by accident. No, I should have checked his health. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Our effects were just so good. I forgot to check, and I could have took a bandage and got up to near max health. And that's what you don't want to do.
Character info.
You
Player
do
gold 39.
not
Area
want to miss
status.
your opportunity
Player,
to heal.
character info.
Because you
Next.
need
Show
every
deck.
opportunity
Player
to heal.
health 70.
So, that was a mistake. That's fine. Let's be easy on ourselves. We're still learning this deck. We're building it together.
Area status. Enemy status. Areas. Player health 70. Show deck. Next.
Yeah,
gain
we
health
could have
roll.
gotten
Skip reward.
up to 78 health easily. We could have gotten
Area status.
that
Enemy status.
bandage.
Fireball.
We could have used
Int 2.
that
Deal
bandage
6
and
damage.
gone up to
Inflict
max
burning equal
health.
to half the damage dealt. Firecast. Magic fire action. Common. Burning. At the end of the turn. Take 1 damage
Let's
per
go
stack of burning.
next. See-
Firecast. A card with
Ooh,
firecast
nice
displayed and moved into the
gold.
discard
Nice
pile whenever it
gold
gets buried on your
rewards.
turn.
I don't think you want 2 fireballs. But the good thing about fireballs are that they're a great card if you can lower their costs. If you also have the talent that upgrades the card in your deck already, every time you include a new magic action or new action of any kind, that's a good card. So basically in Dawncaster, you have limited times to do things. So you really want to stack effects on top of effects. So a couple of the talents really are nice to you when you duplicate cards. There's a talent called Duplicity that will upgrade copies when they're placed in your deck. And there are several other talents that will give you bonuses for when you put magic cards in your deck or melee cards in your deck. It doesn't matter. There's a little bit of everything in this game. I mean, there are thousands of cards in this game, so there's just literally millions of combinations. So I basically like Duplicity in magic decks because we tend to put a lot of copies into our deck. So what I would do is if I was running Duplicity, I'd try to put as many fireballs in my deck as possible and then visit the blacksmith and keep upgrading it. Because then Fireball can be just apocalyptically powerful when it gets up to like plus 10 or plus 15. It's just crazy. And the burn alone is just devastating to your enemy. Add to that a card like, there is a card that doubles the fire damage on your enemy, or Actually, no. There's a card that does double the fire damage, but there's
Lightning
also
shield.
a
Searing
card
ray.
that gives your enemy fire damage equal to the damage that you
Searing
did
ray.
to
Lightning
them.
shield. Int 1.
Oh,
Gain 3 parry.
man,
Fireball.
it's
Int 2.
so
Enemy
good.
status. Fireball.
It's so
Lightning
powerful,
shield. Searing ray.
man.
Int 1. Deal
It's
3
just
damage.
sick.
Gain INT if the target is burning. Firecast. Magic fire action. Common.
All right,
Burning.
we can get
At the end of the
fireball.
turn, take 1 damage per stack of burning. Firecast. A card
Lightning
with firecast
shield,
displayed and moved into the discard pile whenever it gets
fireball.
buried on your turn.
Searing ray, lightning, lightning shield is really good. Okay, so lightning shield is really good. I'd rather have fire shield. And why do I want that? Because barrier remains until it's dispelled. So it's really good to have lightning, fire, or frost shield. Each one has its own uses and benefits, plus pros and cons. You know what I mean? Not very many cons, mostly pros. So ice shield's good for cutting down on enemies' melee attacks. Fire shield is good because it has a basic barrier, but it also applies a burn to your enemy, good for DPS. Lightning shield is good because it has this basic barrier effect, but builds up your, say, Force Wind deck and your charge stacks. So they all have their benefits. Would I have preferred fire shield? Yes. I would have preferred frost or fire shield because this is a defensive deck with some offensive principles. So, but yeah, I don't want another fireball. Obviously, 2 of them would get in the way. I think what we're going to take is lightning shield.
Add fireball to deck.
I mean,
add lightning shield to deck.
It's not ideal, but it's
Abomination
better
of
than
rotting flesh
nothing.
collapses onto the mossy ground.
And again,
Some
we
of the
need to get
stick
our
sinew
deck
twitches,
up to
as if ready
22
to rise once more
cards
without a moment's
to
notice.
get the bonuses from having a 22 to 26 card deck. We'll take it.
Lead. Exploration. Set. Area status. Disturbed graves.
So that
Stats
was a
1
good
undead in the
fight.
earth. Settings. Settings. Area status. Campsite
Getting
Avery
rid of the
rested from the perils of adventure.
getting rid of
Restless
the
Gold Rain.
maxi boss was
Campsite
really
Avery.
good.
Player gold
We
51.
made it look a lot easier than it is, you know?
Campsite Avery. Restless Ghoul Brains. Brains. Restless Ghoul Brains. Enemy gains Disturbed Graves enchantment. You gain 1
haven't
bleeding
had to
stats.
use our
Enemy gain 1 amber
campsites.
stats. Your turn. Player status.
So,
Bleeding.
let's
Stack
just
1 when dealt
see if
damage.
we can get
Take
rid
1
of this
additional damage per
zombie.
stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
We can maybe build up on this creature a little bit. So the zombies that we got another bleed, which is why we have bandage. So the zombies are not really strong, but what they are good is frenzied and just what is it?
Area status. Enemy status.
I'm
Disturbed
trying to
graves.
think
Undead
of
in the
the
area. Press for
word
detailed
for it,
enemy information.
but they
enemy name
attack
Restless Ghoul. Enemy
very
health 27.
consistently
Enemy energy 0.
and
Enemy hand. Attack. Deadly. Enemy
constantly.
description brain.
So it will wear you
muscular.
down. So
Humanoid
you
monster
gotta
with dark
stay
gray
on
skin and
top of
glowing
your
cyan eyes.
blocking and
Its head is adorned with bony
barriers.
spikes, and its mouth is filled with sharp, glowing teeth. The creature has large, clawed hands and feet, with additional claws protruding from its back. Its aggressive stance and flexed muscles imply great strength and combat readiness. The monster's otherworldly appearance suggests demonic or mutant origins. Enemy area status. Player status. Bleeding. Crooked wand.
So this is really cool.
One.
The descriptions are
Character
great. So
enter.
I'm going to let all the
Character
descriptions
crooked
go
wand.
through because
+1.
Eclipse just
Neutral
added
one. Deal block. Neutral 1.
what
Surge of intellect.
appears to be hundreds
Lightning
of
shield.
new descriptions.
Witching
So
hour.
we are
Int
definitely
1.
going to
Gain 1
listen to
potency.
all of those.
Increases by 1 whenever you play a cursed card. Cursed. Player status. Witching hour.
All right, let's get
You
started
gain 1
here.
potency stacks. Carrot. End turn. Player energy. In. 1. End turn. Player energy. Show deck. Current cards in deck. Player energy. End turn. Character in.
Got a
crooked wand.
good start.
Block.
Good
Neutral one.
start.
Surge of intellect.
Let's
Gain
go.
INT and 1 focus. You gained 1 focus stats.
Witching hour.
Player status. Bleeding. Lightning shield. Int 1. You gain 3 barrier stats. You gain lightning shield enchantment. You gain 1 chain stacks. You gain lightning attunement enchant. End turn. Character in. Crooked wand. Block. New player status. Bleed. Block.
Let's go
Neutral
for
1. Gain 3 armor.
search.
Action. Common. Armor. The crooked wand. +1.
This lightning
Enemy takes 3
shield.
damage. Enemy gained 1 charm stacks. Character info. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Character info. End turn. Player energy.
Must
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing card.
Let's
Vile bite.
crooked
You take 1
wand.
damage. You take 1 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Surge of intellect.
We got
gain
a
INT
poison
one
on
you take 1
us.
damage. You gain 1 focus
It's
stats.
not good. Poison
Charge
can be really
+1.
devastating because as a
into deal 6
like
damage. First
casting
burning equal to half
class,
the
we
damage
do
dealt.
a
Player
lot of
status.
actions
Lightning
per
attunement.
turn.
Your next lightning action draws a card. Fireball. Into healing potion. 1 you charge wand. +1. Enemy takes 3 damage. You heal 2 health. Witching hour. Int 1.
Okay,
you
we
gain
got
1
a
potency
fireball.
stacks. You gain 1 potency stacks. Character info. Healing potion. Character end turn. Player energy. In 1. End turn. Character healing
That's
potion.
good. We made up for that
Fireball.
damage.
Into deals player status. Lightning attunement. Your next lightning player
There
status.
we go.
Players fireball.
2 witching
healing
hours
potion.
up.
Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards.
got 1
Clawing
energy
strike.
left.
You take 3 damage. You take 3 damage. Vile bite. You take 4 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn.
Let's
turn.
save it.
Character info. Crooked wand. +1. Charged wand. +2. Healing potion. Crooked wand. Plus potion of visions. 1 U. Player status. Potion of crooked wand. +1. Neutral wand.
Now see,
you take 1
in
damage.
many ways
Enemy
a
takes 2
zombie can
damage.
be
Enemy
just
gains
as
1 weakness
dangerous
stats.
as a boss.
Healing potion. 1 charged wand. +2. Neutral. Enemy takes 6 damage. You heal 4 health. Crooked wand. +1. Neutral wand. Character info. End turn.
Okay.
Player energy. In 1. Show deck. Player health 62.
Whew, that was a nice heal. Getting those witching hours
Crooked wand.
early
Player
is
status.
great.
Area status. Enemy status. Disturbed graves. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name restless ghoul.
We
Enemy
got
health
1
13.
energy.
Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Deadly.
So
deadly.
our
Enemy
health is
description
dropping
brains.
a little bit, so we
Enemies
want to
areas
get
player
that charge
status. Lightning
one up
attunement.
before we
Crooked
kill
wand.
this thing.
+1. Neutral wand. Deal star 2 star damage. Inflict a random character info. Crooked wand. Healing potion. 1 potion of visions. Player status.
He's got
Lightning
13
attunement.
health,
Your
so we
potion
gotta
of
be
healing
real
crooked
careful
wand.
not to kill it
Character
too
info.
soon.
End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You take 2 damage. You take 3 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. First aid kit. Neutral 1. Conjure 2 bandages. Charges. 1/1. Item. Common. Bandage. 1 use. Gain. Healing 2. Health and remove all bleeding.
5 damage that time. We have a first aid.
Surge of intellect. You gain 1 focus stacks. Charged wand. +1. Neutral. Player status.
If
Lightning
you
attunement.
upgrade
Your next lightning
first
action draws a
aid,
card.
it
Player
will
status.
remove
Potency.
other
Stacks 3
effects.
afflictions you in. Player
So
status.
it's a
Focus.
great
Stacks
card
3 when
upgrade
area
if you
status.
haven't
Disturbed
done
grade.
so.
Player
It's
status.
really nice.
Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. First aid kit. Neutral 1. Conjure 2 bandages. Charges. 1/1. Item. Common. Bandit. Conjure. Bandage. Charge wand. +1. Charge wand. +1. Neutral 1. Block. Neutral 1. You gain
Okay,
3 armor
that
stats.
poison's off.
Charge wand. Bandage. 1 bandage. 1 use. Player
Let's get
status.
the bandages up.
Bandage. Charge wand. +1. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 4 health.
Let's get our block up so we don't take as much damage.
Charge wand. Character end turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike.
There we
you block
go.
the
He's
damage.
really
you take
close
3
to
damage.
death, so
Your turn.
we want to do nothing but charge and block. Charge
Character
and
info.
block.
Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and remove all players. Area. Enemy status. Disturbed graves. Press for detailed enemy name restless ghoul. Enemy health 8. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Deadly. Enemy description brains. Brain.
We're looking for a
player status.
really
Lightning
good
attunement.
charge.
Your next lightning. Player status. Bandit. Player health 58. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character. Bandage. 1 use. Bandage. Healing potion.
Okay, he's
1
got
use. Crooked
8
wand.
health.
+1. Healing potion. 1 use. Witching hour.
Okay.
Int 1. Gain 1 potency. Increase. You gained 1 potency stacks. Player status. Lightning attunement. Crooked wand. +2. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy gained 1 weakness stacks. Character info. Bandage.
Oh, there's a
Gain 2
witching
health and remove
hour.
all
We'll take
bandage.
that.
Bandage. 1 U. You heal 2 health. Bandage. 1 U. Healing potion. 1 U. The crooked wand. +1. Neutral 1. Deal
Okay,
star
he's
2
got a
star damage.
weakness, so that'll
Inflict a
keep him
random
from
affliction.
critting.
Swap. Curse. Magic basic attack. Common. Affliction. A negative effect such as poison, bleeding or daze.
Let's take
Swap.
one of
This
these
card changes into healing potion.
bandages.
Crooked wand. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 frozen stacks.
Oh.
Player status. Healing potion. Bandage. Character info. End turn. Enemy
Let's give it another.
turn. Enemy playing cards. Vile bite. You take 1 damage.
That's
You
good.
gain 1 poison
Frozen's good.
stacks.
He will
Your
hit
turn.
less, so I would have preferred a block.
Character info. Bandage. 1 use. Fireball. Int 2. Deal 6 damage. Crooked wand. +1. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. You take 1 damage. You gained 1 focus stats.
Wow, hit with
Potion of
another
visions.
poison.
Player
See, they
status.
wear you
Lightning
down,
attunement.
and that's
Your
the
next
thing.
lightning
You
action
gotta
draw.
be
Player
aware
status.
of that.
Potency. The player's potion of visions. Block. New crooked wand. Block. You gain 3 armor stacks. Crooked wand. +1. Neutral 1. Deal *2 star damage. Fireball. Int 2. Bandage. 1 use. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You block the damage.
Oh, there's a block.
You take 3 damage. Vile bite. You take 4 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn. Character info. Bandage. 1 use.
Ow.
Gain 2 health and remove all 3 players. Area status.
So yeah,
enemy
see,
status. Disturb
you
grade.
can
Press for
prolong
detailed
the fight,
enemy
then
name
also
restless school.
can cause
Enemy
you.
health 3.
So,
enemy energy 0. Enemy
again,
area player
sometimes
status.
I
Poison.
can
Stacks 1
milk
after
it,
playing a card.
but it's
Bandage.
all about the
1
barriers
use.
and
You take 1
blocks.
damage. You heal 2 health.
So we
Witching
didn't
hour.
do that
Int 1.
well.
Gain 1 potent. Lightning shield. Int 1. Gain healing potion. 1 use. Crooked wand. Plus charged wand. +2.
He's got
Neutral
3
1.
health, so
Heal
let's
5
just
health.
kill him
Improved
all.
by the potency of your afflictions. 4. Healing potion. 1 use. Player status. Lightning attunement. Your next healing potion. Charged wand. Crooked wand. Healing potion. Lightning shield. Int 1. Gain 3 barrier. Healing. Crooked wand. +1. Charged wand. +2. Enemy takes 7
We'll
damage.
still fight
You heal 5
health.
health. Next. 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 Show deck. Player
Well,
health
at least we'll
57.
hit him with a... We'll get a little health.
Area stat. Enemy status. Settings. Enemy
Better
area
than
status.
nothing.
Disturb enemy status. Enemy status.
It's not
enemy
bad.
Area
It's
status.
very
Player goal
little
51.
healing,
Character
but at
info.
least
Next.
we did something.
You gain 3 gold. Skip rewards.
57 health. We're losing a little health, but we're still hanging in there.
Area status. Enemy status. Disturb Krylons. In 3. Deal 5 damage.
Okay.
Draw a
Hopefully
card.
we
Reduce
get
this card's cost by INT when you inflict
another
frozen. Magic frost
barrier
action.
type
Common.
of thing,
Frozen.
then we
Reduce
can
damage
drop
dealt by
the
1 for each
block.
stack of frozen. Reduce
Because
by 1 for
block
every card
is
you play.
not as
And melts away
effective as
entirely at the end
barrier
of the
for
turn.
us.
Frost Nova. Int 1. Inflict 1 frozen. Repeat for each other Nova card you play this combat. 0. Magic frost action. Common. Frozen. Reduce damage dealt by 1 for each stack of frozen. Reduced by 1 for every card you play. And melts away entirely at the end of the turn. Glimpse of Evil. Int 1.
So
Inflict 1
Frost
gain.
decks
Corrupted.
are very
Add a terror to your foe's deck.
defensive decks,
Corrupted action.
and
Common.
Frost
Gain.
Nova is a
Whenever you
new
gain an
card
affliction, gain an additional
in
stack for each point of pain.
Eclipse.
Corrupted.
It's
You
good.
are corrupted
It's
if
a
5
good
or more
card.
corruptions
Again,
are present
there's
in
a
your
lot
deck.
of secrets
Hand and slash or
related
discard
with
pile.
it. I haven't
Terror.
discovered
On draw.
them all
Gain
yet.
left race. Round number. Star difficulty right race doom. Inflicts difficulty additional doom for every turn that has passed. Add Krylons to deck. Add Frost Nova to deck. Add Glimpse of Evil to deck.
This is a good card.
Exploration. Settings.
And we're going
Settings.
to add
Area
it to our
status.
deck,
Disturb
not
graves.
because we
Stacks
want
1
more
undead in the area.
cards in
Gain
our
1
deck,
anger for
but
every
we
grave you
need to
disturb.
get to that 22 card number. 22 deck card number.
Settings. 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 Area status. Campsite A brief respite. Broken grave and old and broke. Campsite A brief respite. Player gold 54.
I prefer dark cards. It's just, I love dark cards. I love being a dark caster. All right, we got another campsite built up.
Campsite
we
A,
don't need
broken
to
grave
use
and old and
those
broken
yet.
gravestone.
We're fine.
Broken grave and old and
Let's
broken
just
tombstone A,
open up
broken grave,
the little
broken tombstone A, broken gravestone has
and
scattered its
open
rubble
up
over a
the
soft
zone
patch of
a little
soil.
bit more. So you have to
Open the
open
grave.
up these grave
Broken
sites.
tombstone
Yes,
dig
I
into
know
shallow
it gives
grave,
them
quickly
anger, but
uncovering a
there's
small
nothing
stash
you
of
can do.
items.
It's part of the mechanics of the zone. Okay, we got a small stash of items. So you can sometimes get a lantern, which is a new item, which is extremely powerful. Hopefully we'll get that. We could get the ring, the legendary ring, which can either do 5 damage, heal you for 5, burn the enemy for 5, or give the enemy 5 frost damage. It's basically pray and aim and pray.
Card
I don't know if
card
you've heard enemies
Witching
use
hour.
aim and
Int
pray.
1. Healing
Which
potion.
is, I
Potion
hate
of
that
visions.
card
Philosopher's Stone.
because it's so
Neutral 1.
powerful.
Conjure a random free card
And
at
the
the colony you
enemies
spend to
get
cast
it
this
as a
card.
common
Scholar.
card.
Conjure 2
You
instead.
have to get it
Charges.
as a
2/2.
legendary card.
Item. Legendary.
So,
Treasure. This
let's
card
see
is
what
part of
we
the treasure
get.
pool and can be found through various events. Scholar. Your deck contained 20 or more cards at the start of combat.
Oh, not bad, not bad. That's a single cha-ching. Philosopher's Stone is really good. And if you have a cursed puzzle box, you can turn it into
Stone.
a zero-cost card.
Broken tombstone
So
as you
I
pry the
really
trinket
do
from the muddy
like
soil. An
Philosopher's
unsettling
Stone.
groan
I've had
rises
a
catches you by
lot of
surprise as
fun
a bony
with
claw
that
reaches for your
card.
throat.
Works really good with the
Continue.
Cursed Cauldron.
Enemy gains disturbed grades of
Convert
champion.
all
You gain
its
1 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains
creations
2 anger
into
stacks.
something else
Your
you
turn.
want.
Area status. Player status. Bleeding. Stacks 1 when area status. Enemy status.
Oh, we
disturbed
got a
grade.
monster.
Request for detailed enemy info. Enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 27. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Deadly. Deadly. Enemy description brains. Enemy areas. Player status. Bleeding. Healing potion. 1 use. Gained. Player health 57. Healing potion. Player status. Bleeding. Area status. Disturbed. Player status. Healing potion. 1 use.
We got a
Surge of
Restless
intellect.
Ghoul, so
Gain INT and 1 focus.
lots
Action.
of damage.
You gain 1 focus stacks. Block. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3. You gain 3 armor stacks. Player status. Bleeding. Stack the first aid kit. Neutral 1. Conjure 2 bandages. Charges. 1. Conjured. Bandage. Healing potion.
Search.
Plus 1. Bandage. Bandage. Player status. Bleeding.
Plus block.
Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage. Bandage. 1 use. Gain. You heal 2 health. Character info.
Let's get our first kit up. Let's use one of our bandages. Get rid of that bleed.
Character info. Healing
That's
potion.
why first aid kit
wand.
is so
Bandage.
absolutely
1 use. Crooked wand. Plus 1.
double
Enemy takes 2
cha-ching.
damage. Enemy
Triple
gain 1 bleeding
cha-ching.
stacks.
Triple tap that. Because that is one of
Healing
the best
potion.
cards to keep
Character
you
and turn.
alive in Words of Power.
Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You take 1 damage. You take 4 damage. Your turn.
Let's Crooked Wand. Oh, good. Bleed. That was great.
Character info. Bandage. 1 use. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Block. Neutral 1. Gain. You gain 3 armor stacks. Crooked wand. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 charm
5
stacks.
damage right
Enemy
there.
takes 1 damage.
Oh, these zombies
Witching
are
hour.
so annoying.
Int 1. Gain.
I don't even think
have
they're
enough
worth
energy.
farming.
Fireball. Int 2. Deal 6 damage. Player status. Fire. Witching out. Philosopher's Stone. Bandage. Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure a random free card of the color you spent to cast this card.
Oh,
Scholar.
I forgot
Conjure
to
2
use the
instead.
Witching Hour.
Charges.
Should have did it
2/2.
first. That's
Item.
fine.
Bandage.
Block
Character
is
info.
fine.
End turn.
Oh, we got a fireball.
Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You take 1 damage. You take 4 damage. Your turn.
All the good cards are here. All the good cards
Character
are
info.
here,
Bandage.
but I gotta
1 use.
protect
Charge 1.
myself.
Plus 1. Neutral. Healing potion. 1 use. Lightning shield. Int 1. Gain 3 barrier. At the you gain 3 barrier stacks. You gained 1 chain stacks. You gain frost attunement enchantment. Witching hour.
Oh,
Int 1.
man,
Gain 1
this guy
potency.
hits so hard.
You gained 1 potency stacks. Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and remove all bleeding. Persistent. Charged wand. Healing potion. Crooked wand. Player status. Frost crooked wand. Healing potion. Charged wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. I don't have enough energy. Bandage. Character info. End turn.
We just don't
Enemy
have
turn.
any energy coming in.
Enemy playing
so-
cards. Vile bite. You take 2 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn. Character info.
Yeah, we don't have
Bandage.
any energy.
1 potion of visions. 1 use. A glimpse of evil.
We'll
Int
have
1.
to get him this
Inflict
turn
charge
coming up
wand.
here.
Plus 1. Surge of intellect. Gain INT. You take 1 damage. You gained 1 focus stacks. Player status. Frost attunement. Fireball.
Yeah, he got
Int
us
2.
with a
Deals the
poison.
charge wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 2 health. Improved by the potency of your afflictions. Fireball. Int 2. Deal 6. Enemy takes 6 damage. Enemy gain 3 burning stacks.
Okay, we got a energy.
Player energy. Int 1. End turn. Character bandage. Potion of visions. Glimpse of evil.
I should
Int 1.
fireball
Charge
him.
1. Plus 1. Enemy takes 3 damage.
Let's do it.
You heal 2 health.
I'd
End turn.
rather just hurt him bad.
Character end turn.
We got 1
Enemy
energy.
turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You take 4 damage. You take 4 damage. Enemy takes 4 damage. Your turn.
That's cool. We got a little heal
Character
back.
info. Bandage.
But no
1 use.
defense,
Crooked
though.
wand. Plus player area enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 9. Enemy energy 1. Enemy area player status. Frost attunement. Your next frost advantage.
8 damage right
Crooked
there,
wand.
but he's
Plus
almost
2.
done.
Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star damage. Inflict a random block. Neutral
Let's
1.
check his
Gain 3
health.
lightning shield. Int 1. Gain 3 barrier. At this you gain 3 barrier stacks. You
He's
gain
got
lightning
9
shield
health.
enchantment. You gained 1 chain stack.
Maybe
Player
2
status.
turns.
Lightning witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1 you gained 1 potency stacks.
3 damage.
End turn. Player energy. End turn.
Let's take the
Character
barrier.
info. Bandage. 1 crooked wand. Block. Neutral 1. Gain crooked bandage. 1 use. Gain you heal 2 health. Block.
Witching
Neutral
hour.
1. Gain 3
I
armor.
wish I could have done
Philosopher's Stone.
block too.
Neutral 1. Conjure player status. Light block.
No.
Crooked wand.
We have
Plus
nothing.
2. New character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn.
Let's bandage
Enemy
up.
turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You take 1 damage. You take 4 damage. Vile bite. You take 5 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Enemy takes 5 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Healing potion. Bone. Charge wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 3 health. Charge wand. Plus healing potion. Bonus. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. Action.
Alright, so we
You
should
take
have
1
him right
damage.
here.
You gain healing
Yeah,
potion.
he's attacked 3
Charge
times.
wand.
Yeah, it
Plus
happens.
charge wand. Healing potion. Player status. Frost healing. Charge wand. Plus 1. Neutral 1. Steal 3 health. Improved by the potency of your afflictions. 2.
Okay, we should be able to get
you
a
heal 3 health.
little bit of
Next.
energy back.
Next.
We'll get 3 health back. That's good. We got a little bit of health back. It wasn't much. It wasn't much. Okay, we got our first talent. Yes, so again, it's a grind. It's a grind to protect your health. Again, you can see with zombies, the key is barrier and block. Gotta have that up. I prefer barrier and I prefer fire shield because that's really good.
Select conjurer. Conjure cards deal 2 additional damage. This talent can be taken multiple times.
Let's see what we got for talent opportunities. Okay, so conjured items are really a big part of Arcanist decks. What does that mean? It means anything that's conjured will do 2 more damage, whether it's range, melee, or spell effect. So it's a good card. It's a good card, but you have to know if you're going to be pulling those kind of cards. It doesn't necessarily fit our deck because we use our wands to resupply our Fae, and we're not necessarily popping off conjured fireballs, but you could be doing that. So think about what your deck needs, and that's what kind of thing you want to do. Also, if you upgrade your cards, upgrade your classes in the roguelike function of this game, you can unlock more what we call rerolls. So rerolls allow you to reroll the talent so you can get just the right talent you want. It isn't perfect, but the RNG system is really fun. So that was our first one, so let's play our music to see what our next one is.
Select quick study, choose a card in your deck. Reduce its energy cost to 0.
Let's see what we have. Our second card opportunity, our second talent opportunity is. Whoop. Oh, this is really good. So this is a great card. Obviously, this might be a good choice because we can turn Witching Hour into a 0-cost card. Yes, we have 2 in our deck, but anytime we miss Witching Hour, it's sad times for us. Because that is really the power card in our deck. So I'm going to say we're going to choose this one. But let's look at let's see what else they're going to offer us. Bitter Cold. Wow, that's really good. Anytime enemies are frozen, we can do a ton more damage to them. That's really good. That's better than you think it is. Just make sure you put freezing effects in your deck. So you might want to put an Ice Lance in your deck and just Ice Lance, then boom.
Reroll button. Select quick. Reroll button for quick study.
Pew, pew, pew,
select
pew,
conjurer.
pew.
Conjure cards deal 2 additional. Reroll button for conjurer.
All right,
3 rerolls remaining.
I'm going to reroll the rest of these, and then we're going to probably take that card that lowers
select Arcane
Witching
Library,
Hour
add a
to
green
a
mark to your
0
deck.
cost. Let's reroll Conjurer. Oh, Arcane Library. What does this do? Oh, I'm sorry. Grimoires are absolutely broken. Plus, it's part of our objective, so we get a big fat bonus for this. I'm so glad I re-rolled. So that is double cha-ching because Grimoires are going to give us bonuses, plus they are uber powerful utility equipment, trinkets, whatever you want to call them. I like to call everything trinkets.
Reroll button for quick
so
study.
that goes in
select
your status bar. So Grimoires are amazing, especially if we get the fire Grimoire.
Select durable gain plus 20 maximum
okay, so
health.
we have 2 choices there. Let's re-roll the other third card on the end. Let's re-roll Bitter Cold. Okay, so that's just a basic 10 maximum health. This goes really good if you have a talent that gives you maximum health from visiting campsites or from talking to priests and asking for a full
1
heal.
rerolls remaining. Select wild infusion, upgrade a random card 5 times.
Extra health for your character, always a good thing. As a squishy, yes, we definitely want more health. But I don't want this. We're going for something a little heavier. Let's reroll durable. Oh, that's sick. They offer you all such good stuff. 1 random card will be upgraded 5 times.
Select wild infusion, upgrade a random reroll button for wild infusion. 0 rerolls remaining.
But it isn't what we're going
select
for.
now as your basic attacks deal
so
additional damage
good.
equal to your potency.
Oh,
0.
It's so good. It's so good. We're going to take the Grimoire. I just like it so much more. Let's re-roll 1 more time. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, that's not bad. A little bit weaker than the Wild Infusion. Basically,
Select Arcane Library, add a Grimoire to your deck. Select card. Grimoire of Fire.
There was no
Life 3.
bad,
Activate to deal the fire
there was
action
no
and play
bad
it.
talent
Deplete.
that
Gain Aura
popped
of Flames. 3 durability.
Except for maybe
Fire
the
equipment.
first one. It was
Legendary.
kind of weak.
Delve.
All right,
Select
so
one
let's
of
go
3
ahead and
randomly
take the
selected cards.
random
Deplete.
Grimoire.
Deplete triggers when the final charge of a card is spent. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat.
All right.
You can only play
we
one
get
card
to
with this name per
choose.
combat. All enchantments are unique. Aura of Fire. At the start of your turn, inflict 1 burning. You are immune to burning. Grimoire of Hate. Life 3. Activate to deal the corrupted action and play it. Deplete. Gain lifelink. 3 durability. Corrupted equipment. Legendary. Deplete. Deplete triggers when the final charge of a card is spent. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Lifelink. This combat. Gain 4 barrier and inflict 4 damage whenever you spend blood. Grimoire of Ice. Life 3. Activate to deal the frost action and play it. Deplete. Gain Aura of Rime. 3 durability. Frost equipment. Legendary. Delve. Select one of 3 randomly selected cards. Deplete. Deplete triggers when the final charge of a card is spent. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Aura of Rime. This combat. Gain momentum for each frozen you inflict. Grimoire of Storms. Life 3. Activate to deal the lightning action and play it. Deplete. Gain amp up. 3 durability. Lightning equipment. Legendary. Delve. Select one of 3 randomly selected cards. Deplete. Deplete triggers when the final charge of a card is spent. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Amp up. This combat. After you play a lightning action, gain chain for each lightning action played that turn. Magic actions played. Grimoire of Taste. Neutral 1. Activate to delve an ingredient and draw it. Deplete. Gain Big Eater. 3 durability. Equipment. Legendary. Delve. Select one of 3 randomly selected cards. Deplete. Deplete triggers when the final charge of a card is spent. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Big Eater. This combat. Conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn. You are immune to stun.
All right. So there are basically 5 grimoires. All of them are good. The ones that stand out most to me are the fire and the taste grimoire. Cooking is a new profession that was added to Eclipse, which I want to tell the developer, outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm tempted to play with taste, but I'm supposed to be doing a serious playthrough here. I'm going to take the fire one because it is so powerful. And being immune to fire is fantastic. The taste one is great because if you have a cooking pot, it can actually do all kinds of cool stuff. Again, I'm going to play with all the cards in this game because right now this new expansion is fantastic. So I feel like the Fire Grimoire is one of the most powerful grimoires to happen, but the weird cards from the Hate Grimoire are super powerful. I don't have a lot of ways to get rid of malignances, so I'm a little afraid of playing dark cards, even though I like being a Dawncaster, because I just don't have a way to get rid of all those malignances, and you tend to get those in dark
Grimoire
decks.
Taste. Neutral 1.
So,
Grimoire of Ice.
though priests can remove those for you and pair of cards that can
Life 3.
consume
The card
them.
added. Card of 10.
And you can also
Witching
convert
Hour.
those
Int 1. Gain 1
malignances, but
potency.
that's a lot of
Increases
work.
by 1 whenever you play a
So
first card.
I feel like
Curse.
we're going to go for
Action.
the Fire
Common.
Grimoire.
Potency. Afflictions you inflict deal extra damage equal to your potency. Curse. Cursed cards can't be transmuted or removed from your deck.
Again, I did not know that you get to choose the Grimoire. So that's a 100% talent we're going to go for every time we play. All right, so I don't know if that's going to be in the talents once this weekly trial is over.
Witching Hour.
I hope it stays in the game because it's so powerful and so fun.
You gain 3 gold.
By the way, the Grimoire doesn't always give you a free card. Some of the Grimoire cards will cost you energy, so be aware of that. All right, we got 3 gold.
Area stat, enemy status, orb of fire.
We got 34
settings.
health, so our health is starting to drop a
Orb
little
of fire.
bit. So it's
Deal
going
1
to be
damage.
soon
Inflict 1
time
burning.
for us
Attuned
to
to fire.
get into
Magic fire
a
action.
campsite.
Common.
But
Burning. At
maybe
the end
we'll
of the
get
turn.
them
Take 1
off
damage per
and
stack of burning.
then we can milk some
If you are not
health.
attuned already, attune to a random element. Attunements and power actions that share their type.
Oh, we got rewards. Let's get our rewards.
Chaos Nova. Life 2. Inflict a random affliction. Repeat for each other Nova card you played this combat. 0. Corrupted action. Common.
Orb of Fire is good, and it works really well with the Grimoire of Fire.
Occult Secrets. Into life 1. Draw 2 cards. Inflict a random hex for each cursed card drawn. Magic
the Chaos
action.
Nova
Uncommon.
is again
Hex.
part of the
Hexes
Nova
are powerful
deck
effects that
builds.
debilitate foes in
I've
different
tried
ways.
it a little bit. I would say it has minimum power. It's fun though. This is a good card if you have the energy. If you can get the cost of this to 0, this card is amazing. Hexes are really strong, and this is the first time in Eclipse that we've been able to use hexes. So it's a good card.
Deal 1
you're
damage.
not going to have the energy for it a lot, you know?
Magic fire action. Common.
Otherwise,
Chaos
it just
Nova.
kind of gets in the way.
Into add Orb of Fire to deck.
I feel like Orb of Fire is good because it gives the
area
enemy
status.
a burn.
Disturb Graves. Stacks 2 undead in the area. Gain 1 anger for every. Skullwing Moth the Bony Moth. Player health 39. Show deck. Current cards in deck 21.
I'm going to add Orb.
Use weapon power. Familiar weapon activate to start next combat with a familiar of your choice.
Oh, we got a Skullwing. Good. That's perfect for our farming.
Character info.
Okay,
Player
we have
57.
21 cards.
Character. Use weapon.
We need
Show deck.
one more
Current cards in
card
deck.
to get the bonus
area
for
status.
the weekly
Settings.
trial.
Area status. Church Grim the Hound.
All right, we're
Campsite
going to
Gate
go ahead
requested
and
from the
fight
Perils of
that
Adventure.
Skullwing Moth. We don't need to heal before that. I do believe I can handle that Moth.
Church Grim the Campsite. Enemy aura. Great. Skullwing Moth the enemy aura. Skullwing the player gold 50. Skullwing Moth the Bony. Skullwing Moth the Bony. Enemy gains Disturbed Graves enchantment. Enemy gains Graveyard
Oh no,
Shift
I don't
enchantment.
want to deal
You gain
with
2
the
bleeding
dog.
stacks. Your turn.
I'm going to kill the
Block.
Moth,
Neutral
heal
1.
up,
Gain 3 armor.
and then we'll
Action.
deal with the
Common.
dog.
Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Charged wand. +1. Block. Neutral 1. You gain 3 armor stacks. Charged wand. +1. Neutral 1. Lightning shield. Int 1.
Oh, we
Crooked
got
wand.
bleed again.
+1. Surge of intellect. You gain 1 focus stacks. Charged wand. Lightning shield. Crooked wand. Player status. Bleeding. Crooked wand.
Let's block.
Lightning shield. Int 1. You gain 3 barrier stacks. You gain lightning shield enchantment. You gained 1 chain stacks. You gain player status. Bleeding. Stacks 2 when
Got a
dealt.
search.
Charged wand. +1.
Lucky.
Crooked wand. Player status. Bleeding. Stacks 2 when dealt damage. A crooked charged wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steal 1 health.
Lightning
Enemy takes 2
shield.
damage. You heal 1 health.
Till we can build up our
Character info.
witching
End
hour.
turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Flyby. You block the damage. Buzzbite. You gain 1 infected stacks. Your turn. You gain 3 chain stacks. End turn.
Let's heal up a little bit.
Character info.
Okay, it's gonna do the little bugs. So you get the little bugs. Get a little bugs in our pants. Ants in our pants. That used to be a game, by the way. That is an actual game by, I do believe, a very famous board game company. You used to shoot these ants into this dude's pants. It was called Ants in Their Pants. They don't make it anymore. But if you ever Google it,
Int 1.
Google it.
Int 1. Gain 1 you gain 1 potency stacks.
It's
Healing
fantastic.
Potion.
The old
Fireball.
board games we
Int
used to
2.
play
Deal
as
6
kids.
damage. Player status.
While you're
Fireball.
Googling that,
Potion.
Google Hungry
Bonus.
Hungry
Glimpse of evil.
Hippos.
Orb of fire.
It's a great
Glimpse of evil.
game.
Int 1. Inflict 1 gain. Corrupted. Add a terror to your foe's deck. Corrupted action. Common.
Witching hour.
Gain. Whenever you gain an affliction, gain an additional stack for each point of gain. Corrupted. You are corrupted if 5 or more. Orb of fire. Int 1. Deal 1 damage. Inflict 1. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy gained 1 burning stacks. You gain Orb of fire enchantment. Fire attunement. Players enemy status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb. Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy name Skullwing Moth. Enemy health 25.
We'll
enemy
give him
energy
a
0.
burn,
Enemy hand.
so we can
Hex.
burn them
Enemy
down
description: the bony moth is barely
slowly.
able to
I
lift
don't
its
want
weight.
that thing
An
to have
insectoid
too much
creature resembling a
defense.
macabre butterfly or moth. Its skeletal head features large, glowing cyan eyes and mandibles. The creature's body is dark and furry, with thin, spindly limbs. Its wings are large and semi-transparent, with eerie skull-like patterns. Glowing cyan particles float around it, suggesting supernatural or magical properties. The monster's unsettling blend of insect and undead features implies a nightmarish, otherworldly origin. Enemy area status, player status, infected, stacks 1 whenever, glimpse of evil, int 1, inflict 1, character info, end turn, player energy, end turn, you take 1 damage, you take 1 damage, you take 1 damage, enemy
I just
turn,
wanted you to
enemy
hear what
gain
that
2
thing
barrier
has.
stacks, enemy
It's
playing
scary.
cards, buzzbite, you gained 1 infected stacks, buzzbite, you gained 1 infected stacks, enemy takes 2 damage, your turn, end turn. Block, player status, area status, enemy status,
Great damage from
disturbed graves.
bugs.
Press for detailed enemy name Skullwing Moth, enemy health 23. Enemy area player status infected. Stacks 3
Okay,
whenever
he's
you
taking
discard
a
a
little
card.
damage,
Block.
so that's cool.
Neutral
We're
1.
wearing
Gain
him
3 armor.
down.
Action.
What's his
Common.
health?
Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure a random free card of the color you spend to cast block. You gain 3 armor stacks. Surge of intellect. You gain 1
23.
focus stacks. Potion of visions. 1. Player status. Infect. Potion of Grimoire of Fire. Philosopher's Grimoire of Fire. Life 3. Activate to deal the fire action and play it.
Oh, we got a
Deplete.
Philosopher's Stone.
3 durability. Fire equipment. Legend. You take 3 damage. Lightning attunement.
We got a search.
Player health 34.
Oh.
Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure a random free card. Potion of Visions.
We got our
Draw 3 cards.
Grimoire
Item.
Fire.
Rare. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through
activate
character
that.
and Potion of Visions.
That's the one bad thing.
Fan
It
of flames.
does cost you
Double your
life.
foes burning. Bury 2 cards. Magic Fire Conjuration. Forecast. At the start of next combat, conjure a free copy of the next magic action you play this turn.
Let's see what we draw from
Conjuration.
Philosopher.
Uncommon.
Again, that's
Conjure.
RNG.
Player status. Infected. Stacks 3 whenever you discard a card. Player status. Bleeding. Stacks 2. Player status. Lightning attunement.
Oh, that's
Your next
not
lightning
bad.
action. Player status. Focus. Stacks 2. Player status. Barrier. Stacks 3 when dealt damage. Player status. Potency. Stacks 1 afflict. Player status. Armor. Stacks 3 when. Player status. Grimoire of Fire. Stacks 3 act. Select card. Serve talk. STR1. While in this stance.
Oh, we need to
inflict
get
1
rid of
burning
that
and gain 1
bleeding.
momentum whenever you play an ingredient. Fire action. Uncommon. Burning. At the end of the turn. Take 1 damage per stack of burning. Stances. Stances are special fighting techniques that serve Scourge. Deal 2 damage.
Let's use our
Serve talk.
Grimoire.
STR1. While in this stance. Inflict 1 burning and gain 1 momentum whenever you play an ingredient. Fire action.
Oh,
Scourge.
that's cool.
Deal 2 damage. While fire attuned. Inflict burning equal to the damage dealt and draw a card. Magic fire action. Fire Nova. Int 1. Inflict 1 burning. Repeat for each other Nova card you play this combat. 0. Fire cast. Magic fire action. Scourge. Deal 2 damage.
Oh,
While
that's
fire
cool.
attuned. Inflict burning equal to the damage dealt and draw a card. Magic. Enemy has blocked this attack. Player status. Grimoire of Fire. Stacks 2 activate to deal the fire action and play it. Deplete. Gain or Potion of Visions. 1 use.
So
Fan
you
of
can
flames.
do. You get
Double
3
your foes
random
burning.
cards.
Bury 2 cards. Magic fire forecast. At the start of next player status. Infected.
Let's
Forecast.
do that
Fan of
one.
flames. Double your foes burning. Bury 2 cards. Magic fire.
Wasn't able to hit him
Fan
with
of flames.
anything. He had a
Potion
little
of Visions.
barrier up.
1 you. Character info. End turn. You take 3 damage. You take 3 damage. You take 3 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Buzz bite. You gain 1 infected stacks. Flyby. You block the damage. Enemy
Let's,
takes 2 damage. Your turn. End turn.
In their turn.
Character info. First aid kit. Neutral 1. Conjure. Bandage. Crooked wand. +2. Healing potion. Bonus. Character info. Healing crooked wand. Plus
I
crooked
gotta
wand.
get rid of
Witching
that
hour.
bleed
Int
because
1.
that
Gain
bleed
1
is what's
bandage.
causing me so much
You deal
extra
2 health.
damage.
Bandage. 1 use. Gain 2 health and
There it
remove all
is.
bleeding. Player status. Lightning
Thank
attunement.
God.
Bandage. 1 use. Witching hour. Int 1. You gain 1 potency
Let's-
stack. Player status. Lightning bandage. 1 use. Crooked wand. +1. Crooked wand. +2. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy
Now
gain
we
1
got
slow
the
stats.
bleed off of us.
Healing potion. Character info. End turn. Player
Witching
energy.
hour.
1. End turn. Character info. Healing potion. Crooked wand. Plus enemy takes 2 damage.
Let's
Enemy gain 1
crooked
poison
wand.
stats.
Okay, you got a slow on
Player
him.
health 27. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2
We
barrier
got 1
stats.
energy.
Enemy playing cards. Flyby. Enemy takes 3 damage. You
Let's
take 1
crooked
damage.
wand.
Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Flyby. You take
Give
3
him a
damage.
little
Enemy
bit of
gained 1
problems
evasion
too,
stacks.
so he
Enemy
has to
takes 3
deal
damage.
with.
Your turn. Character info. Bandage. 1 U. Charged wand. +1. Neutral. Healing potion. Bonus. Charged wand. +1. Witching hour. Int 1. Gain 1 potency. You gained 1 potency stacks.
All right, he's taking a little damage quick,
Charged
so we
wand.
gotta get
+1.
our
Enemy
hits
takes
in
5
there.
damage.
Heal
You heal 4
soon
health.
here.
Healing potion. Bonus. Charged wand.
Oh,
I
there
don't
it
have
is.
enough
Witching
energy.
hour.
Bandage. Character info. End turn.
That's what we want.
Enemy
Charge.
turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Plus
yes.
bite.
Now
You gain
we're
1
into the
infected
heals.
stacks. Enemy
That's
takes 4 damage.
exactly
Your turn.
where we want to be.
Character info. Bandit. Player's area status. Enemy status. Disturbed grade. Press for detail. Enemy name Skullwing Moth. Enemy health 4. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy
Okay, he's
area
about
status.
to die
Disturbed
soon
grade.
because
Player
those
status.
bleed
Infected. Stack 1
between the
bandage.
burn
1 use. Gain 2
and
health
our
and remove all
wands.
bleeding. Philosopher's Stone. Orb of Fire. Block. Neutral. Block. Neutral. Fireball. Into. Deal 6 damage.
He's
Inflict
got
burning
4
equal to
health.
half
We
the
got
damage
1
dealt.
more
Fire
charge.
cast. Magic fire
wand.
action. Block. Block. Orb of Fire. Int 1. Deal Philosopher's Stone.
Okay,
Neutral
let's-
1. Conjure a random free card of the color you spend to cast this card. Scholar. Conjure 2 instead. Orb of Fire. Block. Neutral. Block. Neutral 1. Fireball.
We can
Int 2.
probably
Deal 6
draw
damage.
this out
Inflict
one more
burning equal to
turn.
block. Block. Orb of Fire. Int 1. Philosopher's Stone. Neutral.
No,
bandage.
he's gonna die from
You
the
heal 2
burn.
health. Philosopher's Stone.
Where's
Neutral
my
character?
I
End
didn't
turn.
draw a charge.
Player energy. Int 2.
I didn't draw it.
End turn. Character in Philosopher's
Let's just
Stone.
kill
Orb of
him.
Fire. Block. Neutral. Block. Fireball.
Let's take our-
Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 burning
Let's take our
stats.
bandage.
End turn.
Oh, we got 2
Player
energy.
energy.
Let's just fireball him down.
Show deck. Current cards in deck. 9. Player health 30. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character info. Philosopher's Stone. Orb of
Okay,
Fire.
he should
Int 1.
die
Block.
at the
Block.
end of his
Player
turn.
status. Lightning attunement. Player status.
But we'll
Focus.
take damage.
Player status. Potency.
Unfortunately.
Stacks. Player status. Grimoire of Fire. Stacks 2 activate to deal the fire action and play it. Deplete. Gain area status. Player status. Grimoire of Fire. Select card. Torch. Neutral 1. Foretell 4. Bury a card and inflict burning equal to its cost. Magic fire basic attack. Fire Nova. Int 1. Inflict 1 burning. Repeat for each other Nova card you. Searing weapon. Int STR1.
Oh,
make
I
a basic
forgot
attack.
about our Grimoire.
While you have focus, inflict burning equal to the damage dealt. Divine fire action.
We
Enemy
might get a
takes 1
free
damage.
card.
Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy gained 1 burning stacks. Player status. Potency. Stacks 3 afflict. Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure. I don't have enough energy. Orb of fire. Int 1. Deal 1 damage.
Do we have enough for this?
End turn.
We do.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 2 barrier
That was
stacks.
nice.
Enemy gained
I
cards.
didn't quite
Fly
kill
by.
him, but...
You take 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Buzz bite. You gained 1 infected stacks. Next. Next.
We're out of energy.
Character info. Next. Show deck. Player health 28. Area stat. Enemy status. Settings.
Yeah, he's dead, but
enemy status.
I didn't want to
enemy
take
status.
that extra 2
enemy
points
status.
of damage,
Setting.
but well.
Settings. Enemies. Area status. Disturb. Enemy status. Enemy status.
We still
Areas,
lost
player,
a little
player
health. We weren't able
Show
to really
deck.
farm
Next.
him very well, but
You gain
again,
2
it's
gold. Skip
RNG.
rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Frost Nova. Int 1. Inflict 1 frozen. Enemy status. Evasion. Frost Nova.
Oh, let's
Int
get our
1.
cards.
Inflict 1 frozen. Repeat for each other Nova card you play this combat. 0. Magic Frost action. Common.
Let's see what
frozen.
our rewards
Reduce
are.
damage dealt by 1 for each stack of frozen. Reduced by 1 for every card you play, and melts away entirely at the end of the turn.
Okay. Frost Nova.
Vile Blast.
Good defensive
Life 2.
card.
Deal damage equal to your foe's afflictions. 0. Repeat for each cursed card you played. 0. Corrupted action. Common. Affliction. A negative effect such as poison, bleeding or daze.
It's a one turn kind of thing.
Fast forward. Int 1. Gain 2 haste or inflict 2 slow or draw a card. Scholar. Do all 3. Magic action. Common. Slow. Increase the cost of the next drawn card by neutral, then decrease slow by 1. Haste. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy, then decrease haste by 1. Scholar.
Battle.
Your deck contained 20 or more cards at the start. Add Frost Nova to deck. Add Vile Blast to deck. Add Fast Forward to deck.
This is a good card now.
Area status. Disturbed Grace.
So we're going to go for Fast Forward.
Church Grim. Campsite Abra.
Like
Enemy
Fast
Player
Forward
health. Player
Fridays,
health
right,
28.
y'all?
Show deck.
That's
Use
a
weapon
very
power familiar.
cha-ching.
Show deck. Current cards in deck. 22.
We'll take Fast Forward. It's a great card. Really good card. All right, we made it. 22 cards, plus we're Scholar.
Enemy aura. Area
It's what
status.
we
Settings.
want. I do believe Scholar
Area status.
is one of
Campsite
our
a brief respite from the
objectives, so
Church Grim the
that's
Hound
really
like creature
good.
eyes
We
you
got the
warily.
Grimoire, that's another objective. We got our deck size to 22, that's another objective, so we're looking good.
Campsite a brief respite. Enemy aura. Graveyard shift. Campsite. Church Grim the Hound like creature eyes you warily. Campsite
All right,
a brief
so we
respite
got
from the
the
perils of
doggo,
adventure. Campsite a
so
brief
we
Campfire a warm fire and relic. Remove a card.
I'm
Heal
not
20%.
confident
Heal
I
17
can
health.
kill him
Exploration.
easily.
Area status. Disturbed.
We might
settings.
want to start healing
Area
up.
status. Campsite a brief respite. Church Grim the Hound like Campsite a brief respite from the perils of
Let's
adventure.
heal up.
Campsite a brief Campfire a remove a card. Heal 20%. You heal 17 health. Exploration. Area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 2 undead in the area. Gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb. Campsite. Player health 62.
And we'll heal up again.
Campsite 8. Area status. Disturbed graves. Church
Okay,
Grim the Hound like creature.
34
Area
health
status.
so far.
Settings. Area status. Church Grim the Hound like creature. Enemy
We're at
aura.
62
Grave.
health.
Campsite
Our
a brief
maximum health,
Campsite
I
a
do believe, is
Campfire a
85.
remove the card. Heal 20%.
So let's heal
you heal
one more
17
time
health.
and we're back at
Exploration.
max.
Settings. Area status. Dead end. Player health 79. Dead end. Area status. Settings. Area status. Campsite a brief respite from the Church Grim the Hound like creature eyes you. Enemy aura. Grave. Church Grim the Hound like creature eyes you.
We're looking
Church Grim the
good.
Hound.
We're looking
Enemy gains
good.
Disturbed Graves
We're
enchantment. Enemy
near
gains
max
Graveyard
health.
shift enchantment. You gain 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gain 2 anger stacks. Your turn.
Almost.
Player status. Bleeding. Stacks 2 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
All right, let's deal with the doggo.
Area
You're
status.
such a
Enemy
bad
status.
dog.
Disturbed graves. Undead in the area gain 1
You
anger for
are
every grave
a
you
bad
disturb.
dog.
Enemy
Okay,
status.
let's deal with
Enemy
this
status.
doggo.
Areas player search
This
of
is
intellect. Block.
very
Crooked
risky,
wand.
so
Block.
we're
Player
gonna be
health
very
7. Show deck.
defensive
Player
here.
end turn. Character info.
But not so
Search of
defensive
intellect.
that we don't try
Block.
to go for
Neutral
a
1.
kill.
Gain 3 armor.
Because
Search
the
of
longer
intellect.
you keep him
Block.
alive,
Crooked
the
wand.
stronger he
Charged
gets.
wand. Potion of visions. Player status. Bleeding. Stacks 2 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1. Block. You gained 1 focus stacks. Block. Crooked wand. Plus 1. Block. Crooked wand. Charged wand.
Okay, we got
Plus
2
Potion of
stacks
visions.
of bleeding.
1 use. Draw 3 cards.
So we need
Idle.
that bandage
Rare.
bag.
Treasure.
We
This
might
card is
have
part
to
of the
use
treasure
our
pool and can be
card
found.
draw
Player health
card.
79. Block. Neutral 1. Crooked wand. Charged wand. Plus charged wand. Plus fast forward. Bonus. Int 1. Gain 2 haste or inflict healing potion. 1. Player status. Bleeding.
Let's draw
Healing
some
potion.
cards.
Fast forward.
I
Bonus.
really
Int
want
1.
that
Gain 2 haste or
bandage.
inflict 2. Charged wand. Crooked wand. Plus block. Character. End turn. Player energy. In. 3.
We didn't get it.
End turn. Character in block. Neutral 1.
We
Gain
may
3
want to
armor.
fast
Action.
forward
You gain
here.
3 armor stacks. Charged wand. +2. Charged wand. Fast forward. Enemy gain 2 slow stacks. You gain 2 haste stacks.
We got 3 energy. I say we fast forward and
Charged
block.
wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steal 1 health. Improve healing potion. 1 orb of fire. Deal 1 damage. Inflict 1 burning. Player status. Bleeding. Orb of fire. Deal 1 damage. Inflict 1 burning. A 2 players orb of
That's
fire.
really
Enemy
good.
takes 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 burning stacks. You gain orb of fire enchantment. You gain fire attunement enchantment.
Oh, and we got an orb of fire.
Crooked wand. +1. Character. End turn. Player energy.
Let's
In. 1.
orb of fire.
End turn. Character. Crooked wand. Charge
Give
wand.
him a little burn.
Charge wand. +1. Healing potion. 1.
Get attuned to fire. Give him a little bit of
Enemy takes 2
burn. Give him
damage.
something to
Enemy
worry
gained 1
about.
poison stacks.
We
Character.
got 1
End
energy
turn.
left still.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grab a bite. Enemy takes 1
Let's,
damage. You block the damage. Grab a
Crooked
bite.
wand.
You take 6 damage. You take 2 damage. You gain 16
Ooh,
stacks.
that was really
Enemy
good.
takes
So
1
he's going to
damage.
take a
Your
lot
turn.
of little
End
extra
turn.
damage. Ow!
Character info. Glimpse of evil. Inflict 1 bane. Lightning shield. Int 1.
Brave Bite
Crooked
is so...
wand. +1. Block. Neutral 1. Witching hour.
absolutely hate
Int
that.
1. Gain 1 potency.
He gets
You gain 1
heal,
potency stacks.
He gets to give us
Glimpse of evil.
poison. We
Inflict
take 6
lightning
damage.
shield.
It's a
Int 1.
nasty
Gain 3
hit.
barrier. At the start, crooked lightning shield. You gain 3 barrier stacks. You gain lightning shield. You gain 1 chain stacks. Player health 71.
Oh, there's our witching hour. We'll take that.
Glimpse
I
of
have
evil.
no choice.
Inflict 1 bane.
Gotta get that
Corruption.
up.
Add a terror. Player health 71.
Let's
Show deck.
go.
Player end turn. Character.
Lightning shield.
Glimpse of evil. Inflict crooked wand. +1. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action.
71 health.
Common.
We already
I
took
don't
a
have enough
9
energy.
damage off
Player
our
status.
max.
Doom. Stacks
Maybe
4. Player
even
status.
14.
Bleeding. Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack. Player status. Lightning shield. Gain 3 barrier. Player status. Fire attunement. Player status. Focus. Player status. Potency. Player status. Barrier. Stacks. Player status. Chain. Stacks 1. Area status. Disturb. Player status. Glimpse of evil. Player health 7.
We gotta
Show deck.
bleed
Player
again.
energy. End turn. You take 4 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Howl. Terror added to your deck. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. You gain 3 chain stacks. Player energy. End turn. Character in Surge of Intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. You gain 1 focus.
4
stacks.
damage from that stupid
First aid
doom.
kit. Neutral 1. Conjure. Bandage.
Well, at least he's taking a little damage.
Witching hour.
We're
Int 1.
taking
Gain 1
damage from
potency.
stupid
Crooked
doom.
wand. Plus healing potion. Character info. End turn. Character healing potion. Crooked wand. Witching hour. Bandage. You heal 2
Oh,
health.
there.
Bandage.
Thank God.
1 use. Gain 2 health
All
and
right, we
remove
got a
witching hour.
bandage up. So
Int
now
1.
we're
You gain
okay
1
for a
potency
minute.
stacks.
Oh, there's a witching.
Player health 69. Healing potion. 1 crooked wand. Plus bandage.
Let's
use.
take
Gain
one of
player
those.
Status.
Gotta
Bandage.
get rid of
Crooked
that
wand.
bleed.
Plus enemy has blocked this attack.
Let's take
Enemy gained 1 doom stacks.
hour. We're getting stronger.
Healing
We might
potion.
be able to take him out
1
soon.
use. Gain 10 health. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Howl. Terror added to your deck. Enemy takes
Let's
3
cook
damage.
it.
Your turn. You gain 4 doom stacks.
That's cool. You take a little doom. Doom
Show
on
deck.
you.
Player energy. End turn. Character in bandage. 1 use. Grimoire of Fire. Life 3. Activate to deal the fire action and Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure Fireball. Int 2.
Cool,
Deal
he's
6
taking a
damage.
little
Terror.
burn.
On draw.
We're
Gain 4
getting
doom.
doom,
Inflict
though.
1
That's
additional
the
doom
bad
for every
thing.
turn that has passed. Corrupted Conjuration. Monster. Fire. Terror. On draw. Gain 4 doom. Inflicts 1 addition. Glimpse of
good.
evil.
We got our
Int 1.
Grimoire.
Inflict 1 bane. Player status. Doom.
And
Stacks 3 at the end.
Philosopher.
Glimpse of evil. Int 1. Player health 69. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character in bandage. Grimoire. Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure Fireball. Int 2. Deal 6 damage. Enemy takes 2
get rid of
damage.
that.
Enemy gained 1 burning stacks. Frost attunement. Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure a random free card of the color Grimoire of Fire. Life 3. Activate to you take 3 damage. Philosopher's Stone. Neutral
we
1.
might
Glimpse
want
of evil.
to
Player status.
fireball
Player
him.
status. Frost attunement. Player status. Focus. Stack. Player status.
Better
Potency.
than nothing.
Stacks. Player status. Barrier.
'Cause
Stacks
I
3
wanna
with
get
player
that
status.
burn on
Grimoire
him.
of Fire. Stacks 3 act. Select card. Searing
Let's
Ray.
go for
Int 1.
Grimoire.
Deal 3 damage. Gain INT if the target is burning.
All
Searing
right.
Ray. Int 1. Deal 3 damage. Gain INT if the target is burning. Firecast. Magic fire action. Common. Burning. At the end of the turn. Take 1 damage per stack of burning. Firecast. A
Let's
card
see
with
what
Firecast is
Grimoire
played and moved
pops
into the
up.
discard pile whenever it gets buried on your
RNG.
turn.
Well, this is good.
Smoldering Ribs. 1 use. Inflict 2 burning. Garnish. Interrupt and trigger
This
your
is a
burning.
good card
Fire
because
ingredient.
searing,
Common. Burning.
whatever,
At the end of the turn.
is
Take 1
good
damage per
because
stack of
when the
burning.
enemy
1
has
use. This card will be
fire
permanently removed from
or
your deck
burn
after
on
playing
them,
it.
we get
Garnish.
some
Garnish triggers whenever this is the 3rd
intelligence
ingredient you play that turn.
energy.
Cooking. When adding a 3rd ingredient, trigger its garnish effect.
Ooh, this is really good.
Fiery Garage. Int 1. Shuffle 3 fireballs into your deck. Persistent. Fire act. Fiery Garage. Smoldering Ribs. 1 use. Inflict 2 burning. Garnish. Searing Ray. Int 1.
Nice.
Deal 3 damage.
This is a good card. Smoldering Ribs also sounds
Inflict 2
delicious.
Burning. Garnish. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 burning stacks. You gained 1
I
status
don't really want to deal with fireballs.
Bandage. 1 use. Gain player health 66. Show deck. Player energy. In. 1. End turn. Character info.
Let's
Bandage.
do this card.
Philosopher's Stone. Neutral 1. Conjure a random
Let's
free
give
card
him
of the
those
color you
burning
spend to cast this card.
Let's give him some more burns to deal
Inflict 1
with.
gain. Corrupted. Add a terror to your foe's deck. Spellburn. Bury a card. Conjure 2 copies of it. If you have Holy, reduce their cost to 0.
We got one more
Conjuration.
energy.
Common. Bury. Removes the top card of your deck from combat. Prestidigitation. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand by 1.
Let's get this
Magic
card.
Conjuration.
Let's see what we
Rare.
got. What free card?
Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1. Bandage. 1 use. Glimpse of Evil. Int 1. Spellburn.
Okay,
Bury a
this
card.
one, Spellburn's a good card if you
Reduce
have
the cost of all
Holy.
character info.
Ooh, Prestidigitation.
Bandage. 1 use. Glimpse of Evil. Inflict 1 bane. Corrupt. Enemy gain 1 bane stacks. Spellburn. Bury a card. Conjure 2 copies of it. If you have player status. Cooking.
We'll go
Stacks
for
1 when at
Prestidigitation.
Spellburn.
That's a
Bury
great
card.
card.
Conjure 2 copies of it. Burn fast forward.
It's
Character
rare,
info.
though.
Fast forward.
Let's go for
Int
that.
1. Gain 2 haste or inflict 2 slow or draw. Fast
It's free.
forward. Int 1. I don't have enough energy. Fast forward. Int 1. Gain 2 haste or inflict 2 slow or player status. Cooking. Stacks 1 with fast forward.
Oh, shoot.
Int 1.
Burn
Gain
fast
2 haste.
forward.
Fast
Didn't wanna do
forward.
that, but
Int
oh
1.
well.
Gain fast player status. Player
Oh,
status.
yeah, but we got a free
Frost
copy,
attunement.
though.
Player status. Focus. Stacks. Player status. Potency.
Oh, we don't have
Stacks
enough
2
energy.
afflictions. Your player status. Barrier. Stacks.
free,
Player
we have
status.
Holy.
Grimoire of Fire. Stacks 2 activate to deal the fire action and play it. Deplete. Bandage. 1 use. Player health 66. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards.
Let's
Howl.
Grimoire.
Terror added to your deck. Grab a bite. You take 3 damage. You gain 3 doom stacks. Enemy takes 6 damage. Your turn.
Oh, no, we used it already.
Bandage. Player area status. Enemy status. Request for detailed enemy. Enemy name Church Grin. Enemy health 7. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Hex. Hex. Enemy description. The hound-like creature eyes. Enemies. Area player status. Doom. Stacks 3 at the end of turn.
He's
Hit
taking
one.
a lot
Player
of damage.
Player
He's
health
almost
63.
done.
Show deck. Current player energy. End turn. Character. Bandage. 1 use. Crooked wand.
He's got 7
+1.
health.
Neutral 1. Deal star 2
we
star
didn't get a
damage.
chance to
Inflict
charge
random
him,
affliction.
but we kept him
Charge
under
1.
control.
+1. Neutral 1. Steal 3 health. Improved by the potency of your afflictions. 2. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. You gain 1 focus stacks. Healing potion. 1 use. Player status.
2 damage
Stacks
from
2 at the end of turn.
there.
Player status. Cooking. Stack. Player status. Frost attunement. Your net. Player
We'll
status.
get 3
Focus.
health
Stacks
right
3
there.
Player status. Potency. Stacks 2 afflictions. Your player
Let's
status. Grimoire of Fire.
heal.
Stacks 2 activate to deal the fire
let's
action and
get
play
energy.
it. Deplete. Gain aura of flames.
Let's go
Bandage.
for...
1 use. Gain 2 health. You heal 2 health. Crooked wand. A charged wand. +1. Neutral 1. Steal
Let's
2
try to
health.
kill him.
Improved by the potency of your afflictions. 2. Swap. Curse. Magic base. Enemy takes 4 damage. You heal 3 health.
let's take the bandage first.
Healing potion. Player
Let's use
status.
that up.
Cooking. Player status. Player area status. Player status. Grimoire of Fire. Stack. Select card.
Let's also
Hit 1. Inflict 1 burning.
charge
Repeat for each
1.
other Nova card you play this. Smoldering Ribs.
Now
1
we
use.
should
Inflict
kill
2 burning.
him. At least we
Garnish.
got a little
Interrupt and
health.
trigger your Holy Fire. Inflict 2 burning. Draw a card if you have Holy Energy. Divine Fire action. Uncommon. Burning.
Let's
Smoldering Ribs.
Grimoire.
1. Enemy gain 3 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Crooked wand. +1. Neutral 1. Character. End turn. Player energy. In. 2. End turn. Character.
we
Crooked
don't.
wand. +1. Neutral
Let's
1.
Smoldering
Deals
Rig.
healing potion. 1. Healing potion.
He should
Player status.
die right
healing,
here.
Healing. Crooked wand. +1. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy gained 2 doom stacks.
Oh, we have 2 energy left, so we can finish him.
Character info.
A charge
End turn.
wand we don't have.
Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Howl. Terror added
Let's
to your deck.
crooked
Howl.
wand.
Terror added to your deck. Show deck. Current cards in deck.
Oh, he's got 2
Next.
doom stacks. He should be
Character
dying
info.
soon. I wanted to kill him right there. End our turn. Yeah, he's dead because he got all the burn.
Michael, here is your reminder. Call Marissa to remind
Alexa,
her.
stop. Okay, it's noon time, so I think I have to make a phone call to Queen Angel, and we won. We're gonna go ahead and take a break here and stop. We've been recording for quite some time, so I also got an Easy Grind episode up earlier this morning. So we're gonna call Marissa. She should be out of one of her meetings, and she's got a couple of places she needs to go around here in the valley. So she's a traveling angel. So we're going to stop for here, folks. Thank you very much for coming to Dawncaster by Rick Vander Wild. This has been the new Eclipse expansion. It is absolutely beautiful, fantastic, extremely and fully accessible. Thank you very much for coming here to Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything. Thank you to MyNoise for the beautiful sounds, making content creation a pleasure. And thank you to you, channel friends, visitors, subscribers. Please feel free to pound that like button, you know, and smash that little doggo while you're down there. I mean, a bad doggo. It's a demonic doggo, not a real doggo. Be sweet to your real doggos. All right, folks. Thank you very much. I got to go, but I'll hear you next time. Take care.